Boy J Hardcore Boxing News back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you hear the sound of my voice right now, that's letting me know that you have just gotten that gracious opportunity to be alive, man. Yes, indeed. And it's a good feeling. It's a great feeling. It's an outstanding feeling because that means that you have one more chance to get it right. One more chance to get it right. Ain't nothing like a second, third, and fourth and fifth chance, man, because we have a God that is so merciful, man. Yes, indeed. He know we not perfect, man. He know we not perfect, man. That's why he sent his son to die on the cross for us, man. But listen here, man. It's good to be back in the building this morning, man. Good just to be before you all. You dig? Without a doubt. I wasn't able to do the show last night because I was just extremely tired. I had nothing left, man. Like Patty LaBelle. I can't do no more. Yes, indeed. I was extremely wiped out. So, man, I went to sleep at 9 last night. I woke up at 6 this morning, man. So yes, indeed. The battery is recharged. The battery is recharged, and I think each and every one, man, that was concerned about me. Yeah, I just needed some rest, man. You know, I've been on that work binge for about 24 hours or so, man, and I just can't do it like I used to, man. I used to could, do 2 days, 3 days, man, but now I had to plug up. I had to plug up like you plug your phone up, man, for sure. But listen here, man, we got a hot topic, man, that I slept through last night, man. Shakur, Gervonta, Tank Davis, man. Frenemies, man. Yeah, man, these guys have been friends all through the amateurs. Their coaches are cool with each other and everything, man. And now we're here. We're here, man. They don't even speak to each other anymore, man. You seen in the thumbnail how, they used to take little pictures together and everything. Hey, Shakur used to be in Tank training camps, man, getting him ready for the opposition. Yeah, all of that. Excuse me, y'all. And now we're here. We are here, man, where these brothers, man, just ain't got no interest in being friends anymore, man. And you just wonder what ignited it all, man. And from my understanding, man, Shakur said something that Tank didn't like, man. And from then on, man, Tank was like, hey, it's on site, baby. He was like, Tank is big on loyalty, man. And he feel though something that Shakur said in the media, he didn't like. You did. He didn't like, man. He always talks about loyalty, 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 man. And it seems like from since then, man, they've been just back and forth at each other. You know how they got that Twitter stuff going, Twitter beefs and this, that, yesterday and the third. But yet, yesterday, one went off that got everybody right back at it again. And I'm gonna read it off. I know some of y'all done read it about 9,000 times, but it might be somebody that's been living up underneath a rock and worked so hard and has not heard about it yet. Gervonta say, no, funny, you worse than Buddy. That's about to fight. You don't got no effing punching power at all. STFU, shut the fuck up. I'm worried about you. Ain't like I'm going to worry about you putting me to sleep. We'll be dancing. Shakur says 30-year-old prospect ninja hype off them punching bags he beat. If he was really like that, I would have been his first option. But he rather fight Cuz who ducked me. And it was another one also before that one, actually. I think that was the latest one because they were going back and forth. Shakur Stevenson also says, blah, blah, blah. Anything but setting up a fight with me. And stop lying, Ninja. You can't stand to see ninjas winning. Two, I'm the most loyal ninja on the planet, gang. It ain't never been a ninja able to hype me up to do something. I'm ready to fight soon as you say the word, lil bruh. Gervonta Davis said, like I said, you was under my wing until you start calling my name, letting ninjas around you hype you up. You even did an interview saying I wouldn't fight you when you know what's up. Gervonta said, we don't want to see that bull crap, ninja. Biatch is scared to take that risk. I'm ninja here, ninja. Look up to me, but you people put batteries in your back. Shakur said, we can shoot a fade whenever you ready, gangster. I've been dying for the opportunity. Gervonta said, bro, I never in my life let one of these ninjas touch me. I was the one running around doing them kids bad in the amateurs, and the little chump that said that was under my wing. He looked up to me. Yeah, man. So the Twitter universe has been very busy. The Twitter universe has been very busy. Yes, it did. Yeah. I know y'all been waiting to see what Uncle Hardcore wanted to say about this, man. You dig, man? You know me, man. One thing about anything, man, I ain't for all the back and forth at all. At all. And do I think this is the super fight? I do. I think this is the super fight. What I don't like, man, is that they're got here the way that they did, man, for the simple fact, like I said, they've always been friends. And now they're friends that have become enemies. As the topic and title talks about, frenemies at this point, man. Frenemies, you did, and we're supporters, and some people are fans, you did, and all they care about is that, hey, we get this fight. They don't care about the fractured relationship that these youngsters have, man. You see the Willie Lynch effect always in effect, man. Yes, indeed. But I think it is an excellent fight. Me personally, I think that they are the two best. I believe so. I believe that they are the two best. And if you wanted my opinion, and I guess that's why you come in here anyway, who I think will win that fight, step pushing aside biasness, you did, because as y'all know, I am Team Tank for sure, without a doubt, and I say that without any stutterment at all. But check it out. I always make sure that I look at it with the math equation inputted. And when I look at this, I feel though, if they were to fight today, I feel though that Tank would eventually get Shakur and knock him out. That's how I feel about it. Now, do I think that it will just be a walk in the park for Gervonta? Hell no. But Jay, if Gervonta doesn't knock him out, who wins then? Ooh, oh, you want to go there, huh? You want to go there, huh? Well, I be your Huckleberry. I ain't got no problem with answering that question as well. When I look at the two, and I look at how they have done with other opponents, looking as a boxer, as a fighter, you know, I see that fight definitely if the punch, if the knockout doesn't happen, if the knockout doesn't happen, I see a draw. Y'all thought y'all got me, huh? Y'all thought y'all got me. No, seriously, man. I really think that these brothers are equally talented. And I think now I'm gonna be completely honest with you right here. I completely said if they fought 4 fights, I believe Shakur will win 2 of them and Tank will win 2 of them if the knockout doesn't happen by Tank. Now, I didn't already think that I told y'all that Tank will win it. Yeah, because Tank, I believe Tank has definitely much better feet. He has much better feet. You dig, without a doubt. You dig, you know what I'm saying? Shakur feet is nowhere near like Gervonta Tank Davis feet. Gervonta Tank Davis defense is not like Shakur Stevenson defense. So you got a lot of plus and minuses there. You got a lot of plus and minuses there. Now, when it comes to punch output, we already know that Tank has the lowest punch output out there, averaging about 37 punches a round. You dig? So if you look on that aspect, on that side, Shakur gonna out punch for sure. But then you got to think about it. People that fight Tank punch output end up going down because they're not releasing their hands as much as they normally do. Yeah, why is that, Jay? Because you know he got the boobop bang. He has the boobop bang. So when you're dealing with Gervonta Tank Davis, you're going to have to deal with him with white gloves, man. You can't just bum down on him and think you just going to just treat him any type of way. That ain't going to happen. That's not going to work with him. You're going to have to come in that ring with respect. You're going to have to come in that ring with respect, man. And then you got to go to the corner, man. You got to go to the corner, man. Man, you got 2 mad scientists behind Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm talking about Coach Kenny and Calvin Ford. Yes, indeedy, man. You got one that specializes on the KO, and that's Kenny Ellis. And then you got one that specializes in the technical approaches, man. And that's Calvin Ford, man. So in actuality, you have a 3-headed monster that you got to deal with. Yeah. You got a 3-headed monster that you have to deal with. You dig? And as you all know, they brought Shakur in there because he's good work. Damn right, Shakur's good work. Everybody know that, man. Shakur is not to be played with. Yes, indeed. And he got some good people in his ear, too. He got Budrick. He got Andre Ward, and he got his granddaddy, man. So yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you, when you look at this, man, this is the super fight, and trust and believe they should make a lot of money, man, from it. Yeah, because that's the super fight. Now, for all intents and purposes, Shakur has to also continue on developing his profile. Yeah. Hold on, man. I ain't got my banner on, man. Maybe somebody feel though that what I'm talking about is worth sending a super chat or a cash app or something. So there that is right there. I appreciate it. Or maybe they want something that they need to be said, highlighted right now. So there you is, if that's what you want to do as well. We jump right up in here. But for right now, I'm going to pause right now, man. We jumped in here so quickly. You dig? But I got to give my salutations to the good people of the Hangout. Oh, yeah. And we're going to have panel talk about this as well. We're going to talk about this, man. Yes, indeed. I'm going to drop the link and the panel's going to get involved, man. And we're going to see what we talk about this morning. But right now, I got to speak to my family in the Hangout. First person in the building was Mike Rim. Yeah. That's him. What's up, Mike Rim? He said, good morning, everybody. Then we got my brother, man, all the way over from California. Y'all know what I call him, my California Connect. He in the building. He said, salute Mike Rim, the first one. And then we got the Boxing Menu podcast. Ever I think about this brother, he makes me laugh, man. Let me turn my fan on. All right. Yes, indeed. And then we got Cass Sport, the Bostorian, man. 2:00 shawty, if you will, man. He in the building. He said, good morning. We got Naeem the Dream. What's up, Naeem the Dream? It's always a pleasure to see you. You say, good morning, hardcore family. I'm here. We ready. Then we got the queen out of Canada, man, Miss Joelle. Miss, please and thank you, if you will. She said, good morning, Jay, and the Hangout. Good morning to you, little sis. Dark and Lovely is in the house, y'all, man. Yes, indeedy. Old Southern Belle right there. Melon Queen 27. Say, good morning, Jay Hardcore and the Hangout. Family, peace, and blessings. All right, we got the Love Doctor in the building, man. Ace Boogie. What's up, Ace Boogie? Always a pleasure, man. Yeah. Security here. GPs. Are you with me? You know he with me, man. He said, yo, what it do, hardcore? It's all blessings. You know how it is. Scale Scrupatory. There go my guy. Hashtag FBA. Hashtag SOC. Yeah. How Fido doing, man? That big old dog. That dude got a big old dog, man. Yes, indeed. We got Tampa Tommy in the building. Yes, indeed. He's living a dream down there in Tampa, Florida. He said, good morning, Jay, and the chat. Good morning to you. Yeah. Fat Steel. There go my youngster, day one and before that is in the building. What's up, Fat Steel? He said, I'm up early. Had to pop in. What's up, OG? Always a pleasure, man. Yeah. Fat Steel is the first one of the Hangout from the beginning. Yes, indeed. William Old School, the Raging Cajun, man. What's up with you? He said, Jay Hardcore, salute. Being in boxing news, the hardest working man in America. You dig, the legalized drug dealer. He's a pharmacist, man. He said Tank and Shakur arguments were only to distract Devin versus Ryan fight. Don't know if that was real. Boxing is tuning to the WWE, but if it was real, bring on that fight. Let's go, Abdul Wahid. All right, he said he being in boxing news, feel though that they just wagged the dog just now. One of those politician moves, man. It's called wag the dog. Yeah, well, maybe they trying to get it where nobody's paying attention to ticket sales. Yes, indeed. Boxes Jaguar is in the building. So what up, y'all? What up with you, my guy? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Moving on down. LaMarcus Robinson is in the hangout. Salute Jay in the hangout. Salute to you, my guy. What it do, what it is, what it shall be. My brother from another mother is in the building. Tim Layton. He said we had 40 blickies. Yes, we is, and moving forward. Just keep our head down and moving forward. Yes, indeed. Miss Mona. What's up, Miss Mona? She said, thank, she says, thank the King God for another great opportunity to get it right today. Now bring on the coffee. I know that's right, good sis. I'm gonna work on my internet etiquette today. Yeah, dig. Yeah. I won't be reaching into no potato chip bags today. How about that? I'm gonna start with that one, good sis. She always bumming down on me about my internet etiquette, man. I'm Bugetto. Yeah, Showtime, the guy passed my guy straight out of St. Louis, Missouri. Salute to you, man. Good morning, he says. Good morning, everybody in the hangout. And shout out to his daughter, little Miss Jamila. How you doing, good little sis? Yes, indeed. Let me move forward. Let me move forward. Let me move forward. Let me see. Let me see. Hori Faints. Yeah, there go my guy right there. Hashtag JBT. He said, good day, people, man. Yes, indeed. The only guy I know that can make a computer walk down the street, man. That's how talented he is with it, man. Woo, 619 Cali Factor. Okay. All right. Must be a special day. We got 619 Cali Factor in the building today. Okay. All right. Let me see. Rapper Stone in the building. Salute to the Hangout family. And the only holiday I celebrate is arriving. 420, man. I know that's right. I know that's right. What else? KQKC. Yeah. Boxing Network is in the building. What's up, KQKC? Always a pleasure to see the singing podcast guy up in here, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know I done made it when KQ show up in the building. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you being up in here, my brother. Val Henderson, man. Yes, indeed, man. One of the few men that can say that he actually knew the great Archie Moore, man. Yeah, and also has been in the ring with Aaron Pryor, man. Come on, man. And live to speak about it, man. What's up, Val? Good to see you, Cash Sport 2 o'clock shorty in the building. What it do, what it is, child. Yes, indeed. That's my big homie right there. Mm-hmm. The Rise Podcast. All Access International Senior Cobb, man, is in the building. My little big homie, man. Let nobody mess with him. I can talk about him, but y'all can't, man. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I be y'all huckleberry. Y'all mess with my youngsters, man. Yeah. Moving on. Mama Do in the building. What up, Mama Do? She said, good morning, top of the morning. Peace to each and every one of you. And why the hell the appreciation button don't match up with the people in here? Get it together, or the 86 blickies are in effect. Lord have mercy. Edgar Chavez, what up? Okay, all the big dogs in the building tonight. All the big dogs. All right. He said, hardcore boxing news. Salute OG and the chat. Salute everyone. Good morning. We got Bruv Boxing in the building. For some reason, I think I seen that name before, that they've been in here, but I tell you what, just in case I'm wrong, I want to welcome Bruv Boxing to Hardcore Hangout. Hey, Bruv, we just a bunch of hardcore degenerates to get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. Got only one rule around here, Bruv: no hitting below the belt. I mean, we don't talk about nobody's mama men up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome Bruv Boxing to the Hardcore Hangout, man. Yes, indeed. Y'all make sure y'all give him a good hardcore a welcome, if you will. Okay. Let me see. I think that might have been everybody. I think I got everybody. Let me see. Uh-oh. the king of the casuals is in the building. The king of fashion is in the building. Let's Talk Fashion is in the building. richthreads.com. Have you been over there? Hey, the weather's changing, man. Get your summer wardrobe together. Get all that together. Slide on over to richthreads.com and make it happen, man. Yeah. He'll be your Huckleberry of good fashion, man. Check him out, man. Everybody else do. Why ain't you? Tanya Vandross Wims Jr. What up, good sis? What up, good sis? Yes, indeed. She said, Greensboro, North Carolina, peace, love, happiness. Thursday morning, JBT family, Showtime, the guy, Just Do, Williams, old school, Ari, Miss Joette, Remo, everyone, Senior Smoothie King, GTD, Mr. Him himself. Yes, indeed. What it do, what it is, what it is, what it is. Yes, indeed. What it do, what it is, what it shall be. Somebody explain to me what it is now. Troy Graham is in the building. What's up, Troy? He say, bless up, big up yourself. This is okay. A what? Yes, indeed. Okay. Did we get to everybody? Showtime say Jamila said hello, everyone. Waiting on her transportation for school. Good morning to you, little sis. Okay. I guess this is the finished part of Troy Graham. He said, respect. This is a hype. Tight Tank and Shakur will never fight. This is just sight to see if the fans will bite. Okay. Now is that Big Dre? Big Dre in the building. What's up, Big Dre? Good morning, Jay, and the chat. All righty. Chillville is in the building. Good morning. Let's talk boxing. That's what I'm talking about. Just boxing talk. JBT, have you signed up with us yet? Just slide on over there. Somebody will put the link in the chat where you can subscribe to the Just Boxing Talk network, man, for sure. But listen here, man. Yeah. I'm glad to be back in the building, man, and have this great conversation, if you will, about Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson. A real fight that could be 50-50. You dig? Now, I'm going to say something that Coach Kenny said. Coach Kenny said, how can it be 50-50 when Gervonta Davis got the equalizer? He said, how can it be 50-50? Because they don't have what Gervonta has. You did? Yeah. That's what Coach Kenny always said. How do you call this a 50-50 fight? You did. We're just gonna have to structuralize this, man, and look at all aspects on this particular fight, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to look at all aspects, man. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it early. I'm going to drop the link, man. And you know how we get down. You dig? I want everybody to be respectful, man. Let your counterpartner speak when he's talking, man. Don't jump in. And then when he finished talking, then you can jump in, man. We're going to be respectful. We set the example in the bar over here in the Hangout on how to do things correctly. You dig? Yeah, I'm talking about grown man shit. You dig? Yeah. We know how to debate a situation without talking about somebody's mama. Because when you started getting into name calls and all that type of stuff, it's because the man that you're debating with already defeated you. You ain't got nothing else to say but your mama. Yeah. You ain't got no argument no more. So let's not be that guy, man. You dig? Let's not be that guy. I'm going to drop the panel link, man. Hey, you know, it ain't no big eyes or little U's up in here. Everybody gets the opportunity to talk up in here, man. Yeah. Yes, indeed, man. But when you come correct, man. Don't come up in here with no poppycock, though, man. Yeah. Don't come up in here with that casual talk, because I'm going to tell you, you're going to get eat up. You're going to get eat up, man. Other than that, I done already dropped the rules of engagement, and I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in the chat, man. And we're going to talk about this fight, man. And we're going to look at the pros and cons of both fighters, man. what makes this fighter good, what makes this fighter better, what makes this fight, we're gonna look at the feet, we're gonna look at the punch placement, man. We're gonna look at punch IQ, we're gonna look at IQ. We're gonna look at it all right now, man. Yes, indeed. So right now, I'm gonna get the invite together. I'm gonna get the invite. Okay. And I'm gonna drop it in the chat. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Yeah. But shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. Polo Day, I see you. I see you, Polo Day. What's up with you, man? Always good to see you for sure. Yes, indeedy, man. Yeah. But yes, indeedy, man. We're gonna have a good old fun today, man. You dig? I'm just happy to be up in here, man. Like I say, man, I'm glad that I am recharged. He said, you know what he's trying to say. The first Huckleberry in the building, man. Let me bring him in, man. A youngster, man, that he ain't never short on words, man. He's definitely gonna speak his damn mind. His internet adequate is worse than mine, you dig? So I'm gonna ask for forgiveness before he get on up in here. Other than that, man, I'm bringing in my little big homie, All Access International Senior Carl, is entering into the building.
What's that? I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this, man. I was having withdrawals last night. No show. I was itching and scratching and shit. Woke up, broke out in sweats, hot flashes and shit, man. What's going on, man?
I'm here, baby. What up?
Man, how you feeling this morning? First, let's get you out of the way. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I just needed a plug up, man. I need, you know how you keep giving your phone that little quick charge, hour here, 2 hours, but then it don't function like it's supposed to.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what happened, man. I had to go for the long charge last night, man. So I got over 10 hours of sleep. So I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, we all need it sometime. You know what I mean? We ain't no robot.
Mm-hmm. Nah, we ain't.
Hey,
What's up?
I don't see. I think it's a tough fight. Fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see it as no 50-50 fight.
Okay. Tell me why. I'm gonna grab my cup of coffee.
That bag of tricks that we always hear about that we haven't seen yet. I think in that fight you see that bag of tricks, and then like they really gonna have to say, you know what? I can't do nothing but respect the guy, man.
Okay.
And he ain't got to stop him. You know what I mean? But I think he beats him in dominating fashion.
What do you say to the people that say that Shakur Stevenson is a better boxer than Gervonta Tank Davis?
You haven't. Who made Gervonta Davis have to box? Who has made Gervonta Davis adjust his game plan? Every time we seen him in the ring, we seen the game plan and we seen it executed.
Okay.
You know what I
mean? Well, they say Pitbull. He had to box against Pitbull. I already know they're gonna say that, and I think they're gonna say that he made adjustments when it came to Barrios.
Good fight.
Mm-hmm.
When I seen him in training camp,
mm-hmm.
When I seen him in training camp for that fight,
mm-hmm.
he was just worrying about was he gonna be able. They had him in there sparring Mike Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And when Coach Calvin saying Tank touched Mike Fox, he said we got him.
Okay. And Mike Fox he's about 6 foot tall, ain't he?
Right. And as soon as Tank touched Mario, it was a wrap. Just like in sparring. Hey Jay, I gotta go out and come back in. My audio choppy. Let me go out and come back in.
Okay, cool. Also, I definitely want to get my my little big homie Just Do Boxing, man, because if anybody knows Shakur, nobody knows Shakur Stevenson like Just Do Boxing. And I love how he break down things. Hey, Jess, man, if you're not too busy, please come on up in here, man. People are definitely going to need your expertise on Shakur Stevenson, my brother. And one thing about him, he ain't gonna be biased about it either. So that's why I love that kid, man. That's why I rock with him, man, because he's just extraordinaire, man. And he's the voice, man. He's the voice, man. Yes, indeed. How they say, you got the juice. You got the juice. Khalid Cunningham, what up? I see you over there. Crush the legend. I see you. Joseph Supermac. There go my guy right there, man. Yes, indeed. Okay, I'm bringing all access back in. All right, he on that Boost Mobile, y'all. So give him a minute. Look like he got a little dial up happening. You with the senior? Senior. All right, y'all. Well, as soon as he gets the Boost Mobile together, man, he's gonna be in effect, man, without a doubt. You dig? Andrew Gray, I see you. Oh, you sound worse than you was the first time. It wasn't bad the first time. What you got going on right now, man?
Me?
Yeah, no, you're the only one. I hear you now. You sound better.
I wasn't even saying nothing, chat.
Yeah, I know, but I heard some squeakiness when you first came in.
Gotta get my brakes done.
You too honest. You're too honest. I gotta get mine done too, man.
I gotta get them. I gotta get them straight. You know what I mean? But no, man. I think we're gonna get a good squabble though. And just for him letting us know that, you know what I mean, he got 6-7 fights.
Okay.
Coming up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I've been saying that. So that came out of Gervonta Davis talk. So Tank said that.
Say it again.
So I said I've been seeing that. Yeah. So that came from him. Okay. Good.
Yeah. He made a post on Twitter. He was telling Shakur I got a 6-7 fight deal. You on the list, little bro?
Ooh. So that means he said a deal. So that means that's an agreement with Amazon Prime is what I'm hearing.
I mean that's where I went at. So I was just trying to put together the 6 or 7 fighters, you know what I mean, possibly could be in my head. You know what I mean? So it's just let's go. We know what we in for. Let's go.
That take me back to when Floyd jumped down with Showtime and they gave him a 6-fight deal, man. And when they gave him that 6-fight deal, man, I felt like I got a 6-fight deal too, man, because I was at all 6 fights, man, and I was so happy and blessed, man. I still have whatever you call from it, man.
Memorabilia.
Yes, indeed, man. So, man, if God willing and the creek don't rise, man, I look at those next 6 fights, shorted, man. Yes, so I can add that to my collection as well, man. 6 fights.
Let me find out you're gonna be out here like Bruce Gas, man.
Yeah, I'll be that old head, man.
Let me find out. No, but I think people don't really understand, like, you know what I mean, how much of a gift that will be to boxing for us. You know what I mean? 'Cause a lot of shit gonna get laid to rest in that 6-7 fight deal.
Yeah, let me got one more person. I'm about to bring in a brother, man, that it just knowing about him gave me an understanding of what type of character he is, what type of tenacity he has, and how he's just never going to quit, man. And he's doing big things, man. The brother did 27 years in prison, man. Came out here and didn't come out saying, "Oh me, oh my." He put his pedal to the metal, man, and he never looked back. And we ain't seen the best of him yet. I want to bring in Tampa Tommy, man. What's up?
My guy Tampa Tommy, man.
Tampa Tommy, what up, guy?
Good morning, Big J and Mr. All Access. How y'all feeling, man?
Both hands, baby. Both hands. What's up?
Well, I see you well rested and energetic today, Jay. I'm feeling it, man.
Yeah. No doubt. Got to know thyself, man.
You know, one thing I'm looking at now, man. I don't want this. It's early. I know it's a lot of time before the Martin fight, and I'm sure Tank gonna get buckled down.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't worried about Tank, but I'm worried about the people listening getting so caught up in this Shakur fight that we start forgetting about Martin, man.
Mm. Mm.
Let's not
Mm.
forget about Martin, man. He's I don't think Martin wins. I think Tank is a class above him.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how it is. I believe that there's not a lot of separation. There's not a lot of separation between A plus and A minus. You know what I'm saying? And
Woo.
you know, I'm really looking forward to that fight as well.
Mm-hmm. So you feel though that Frank is an A minus fighter? Is that
I
what you're
think
saying?
he's an A level fighter.
Okay.
Even though he hasn't beaten A level competition, aside from one fight, he dominates B level. So what I'm saying is, if the only people you fight are B level, but B level, you're a level above them. The only
Mm.
level above is A. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you're gonna do against other A level fighters, but I think he's on that level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's
Mm-hmm.
got the athleticism, he's got the strength, he's got the conditioning, he's got a
Mm-hmm.
great coach in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Warren's the real deal, man.
Yeah, he's definitely the real deal, Holyfield, man, without a doubt. And yeah, we're not going to definitely overlook Frank, man, without a doubt, man, because that looks like that is happening. I think they're just buttoning up everything, man, dotting their I's and crossing all their T's and everything to make sure everything is spectacular and fabulous. When you're doing fights on that level, man, you're the face of boxing, man. It's a lot that's involved, man, when you talk about sponsorment and all other type of things, man. It takes a minute, but I tell you what, I think we right on point. You dig? We haven't even got to the exact 2 month yet. You dig, for our training camp? They early in the training camp, both of them. So I think right now we're right on time where we need to be at. But yeah, we don't want to overlook it. But I tell you what, the task is at hand, and them boys did go on Twitter and establish a beef yesterday. So we gonna talk about it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. So when you put both of them in the ring together, man, tell me what you see, Tampa Tom.
I see high level chess. I
Mm-hmm.
see high level chess. You know, I see one dude who Tank Davis, who is supremely good at shrinking that ring. He makes that ring real small, cuts
Mm-hmm.
you off. He puts you where he wants you. You know what I'm saying? And then I see Shakur, who is maybe the best dude at not letting you cut off that ring.
Mm.
You know, and if you do cut off the ring of Shakur, he's very sharp with his counters. He's very quick. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I could see if I'm gonna make a case for Shakur, you know, I could see his good footwork moving him. He's gonna move around. I don't see him banging out with Tank. But
Mm-hmm.
if Tank cuts him off and they got to trade a little, I could see Shakur, if he's at his best, land a couple of sharp shots, get out of there, move, withstand, because you don't want to let Tank land too many. You don't want to let him. You don't want to let him land any big ones. Period. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to really be on top of his game for that.
Mm-hmm.
And also too, Shakur, I believe Tank can take Shakur shots,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Shakur hits hard enough where if he catches you flush, he can stop you in your tracks. He might not put you down, but he could maybe stop you in your tracks, make you think about something, which gives
Mm-hmm.
him time to move.
Let me
Um,
ask you. Let me ask you
uh-huh.
one question. All right, because the people are going to say, well, Shakur last fight was against De Los Santos, man, and it seemed like that it wasn't a whole bunch of heavy engagement, and they saying, and a lot of people were saying that he might have been afraid of catching one of them nice shots from De Los Santos. Do you think that would be a reenactment going against the heaviest puncher in the game?
Partially, I think part of Shakur DNA, part of what he does that makes him great is that he don't let you land big shots. So that part of him is not going to change. However,
Mm-hmm.
I do believe he was injured. I
Mm-hmm.
believe in that, and I
Okay.
believe if he wasn't injured, he'd have been doing more countering. He'd been shooting more shots. He'd have been more of himself. You know,
Mm.
and people always talk about he runs, he does this, but we've also seen him walk down Conceição. That win is looking really good because Conceição, man, he beat Navarrete ass. I don't care what no one say. He just put the boom bop bang on some bum ass dude. You know, Conceição is good, and we seen Shakur walk him down and beat his ass. And Conceição is not a tiny dude. He's muscular as a motherfucker. He got a body like Frank Martin on him, man. He's a solid fighter, man. Well experienced, well versed. So I don't think it's just gonna be all defense, all run. It's gonna be heavy defense. That's what Shakur does, but he's gonna counter. He's gonna, if he's not injured, which I don't think he will be. He's a young man. He ain't got a history of a whole bunch of injuries. I think he's gonna be just fine. You know what the big question for me, I would want to see Tank start out a little faster than normal because if you got the two fighters who got the lowest punch output with the highest connect percentage. But one of them is straight defensive, mostly defensive. So if you got a low output against a superb defensive fighter, and you fight like that, that's a chance for Shakur to win some rounds, which often happens to Tank, and Tank adjusts and he walks you down and he gets you out of there. But it's harder to adjust and walk down a dude who simply refuses to allow you to cut off the ring. Shakur got great footwork. So therefore, I think Tank would have to start off quicker, make that ring small early, and start doing what he want to do. You cannot fuck around and give any rounds away to Shakur. Excuse my language. We cannot mess around and give away any rounds to Shakur. You just can't.
Okay, you mentioned footwork. Who got the better footwork in your opinion?
I'm gonna say Tank. Slightly. It's not by much. It's not by a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's different footwork. Tank got that subtle footwork, man. He's got that subtle footwork. He's got that good little lateral movement, and all of a sudden, he's in your chest. He's taking away your jab. You know, everything changes. Shakur's footwork is more evasive. It's quick. Get his shots off, and boom, he out of there like a ghost. You know what I'm saying? So it's very different, but I'm going to say Tank.
Speed.
Shakur. Hand speed, Shakur. Just by a little bit. I believe that. But here's the thing. When you got two people with extremely fast hands and one is a little faster, I think the difference is negligible. It's not. It's such a small difference. I think Shakur might be a little bit quicker.
Range.
I could be wrong.
Range.
Shakur is great. I'm gonna call that a tie because Shakur's great at dictating distance. He is superb at staying at the distance he wants throughout the fight. And Tank is great at taking that away from you. You know what I'm saying? With his range of getting up in his range. He because Tank got short arms. He's always a smaller man. So of course at first he might not have he might not be in perfect range. You gotta feel you out. I'm gonna call that even.
IQ.
Tank Davis. By a little bit again, you know, listen, man, Tank might got the best corner. He might got the best corner in boxing, but also too, man, you know, it's a whole lot of Bud and maybe a little Bomac and all that rubbing off on Shakur. So it ain't, you know, he got some good minds working with him too, though.
Ring generalship.
Ring generalship. I gotta call it even. For the same reason you mentioned distance and range. Distance and range and fighting at the pace you want, to me, is all part of ring generalship. I gotta call that one even.
Thanks. Power.
We ain't gotta ask that.
It might be somebody that's new that don't know, my brother. We can never assume.
Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis.
What was that one? What was that one? I didn't hear it. I'm riding down the tunnel. What was that one?
Power.
Oh shit. The core.
Okay, all right. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. But what this does do, man, is definitely puts us into a great fight, man. And even both of them both said that it's a super fight, man. And I gotta agree with them. You dig? It's just the rest of it got to catch up to it. You know what I mean? And when I say the rest of it, I'm talking about the business of boxing, man. The business of boxing has to catch up. The Shakur profile has to be beefed up a little bit. You know what I mean? We got to get people talking back good about Shakur, because you know how they are in these YouTube streets, man. It's what you have done lately, you dig, and everybody feel though, and not everybody, because that's real people that really know boxing don't feel though Shakur shit the bed. He didn't shit the bed, man, not at all. He won every damn round, man. So how do you win every damn round and consider him shit the bed? No, what they wanted was a showcase fight. They wanted to see him maybe stop the guy, you dig, or KO or by TKO, and that didn't happen. Being though the gravity of the fight, the people that was there, you know what I'm saying, the thing happening on a Thursday. You had everybody in their grandmama there, top stars, Andre Ward's there, Floyd Mayweather there. I mean, everybody's there. And with that type of level, everybody was anticipating something great, man. It's like that, you thought about this chick, man, you be like, man, I've been wanting her for so long. And when you finally get her, dumpster juice.
Oh, good gosh, you just fucked up my morning, man.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. The people in the Hangout used to me, man. They used to me saying certain things. When you get to a certain age, man, the filter is gone, man. So the event was not done with you. Sound like you had an experience or two there, senior.
I had a flashback, man.
Oh, Jesus. Jay Grant Jr., how you doing? What'd you say, senior?
God damn, how did we end up here, baby?
Oh, man, it's the Hangout, man. You never know where they end you up at. Legacy Define LS. What's up, my guy?
Hey, Jay.
What that is? Jay. What that is?
You know when you go get the grass, when you know what I mean, you younger, you went to go get some grass, it look like some fire. Couldn't tell you what no fire. You roll that thing up and you like, what in the world of this Bobby bullshit that I got in my pocket? You know what I mean?
Oh, they the best at that now, man. Now they got that haraka, that straight backyard boogie that got color. It's colorful. It smells nice. It looks pretty. It's fluffy. And then it's like a chick that got no skills in bed, man.
Oh my goodness, damn!
So disappointed.
Man, that's a never hurting feeling, man.
Damn, yeah, that's not good. That's
but
not.
You know what's the worst hurtful feeling? You know what's the worst hurtful feeling? When you dying to smoke something, you really want to smoke. It ain't there like that because maybe you in a place like prison. Then you get your hands on some weed, and when you open it up, it smelled like straight ass juice because it came out someone's butt. That's a hard
all right,
hard feeling, man.
I knew you was ready to go at
that. All right.
Ass weed, man.
That's
no good.
All right. I should have known better.
Yeah.
Open this conversation up with y'all two in the building, man. But back to the task at hand, man. Tank and Shakur, man. What do y'all think about the Frenemy effect, man? Because these brothers were friends at one time, man. Talked on the phone, hung out, man. In the hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta bring in somebody right now, man. And another guy, man, when it comes to a filter, Lord have mercy. He has none. Very hard working individual, man. But when he gets to a certain level, when he gets to talking about boxing, he's very, very passionate. I'm going to bring in my guy, AWN. Angry white man
I
is
knew it was
about
my
to enter
guy, man.
into the
I knew it
building,
was my
man.
guy.
What's up,
D1.
boys?
What
What's
up,
up?
D1?
D1 in the building.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, we do.
I got shitty reception in this sewer where I'm at, man. It's pretty rough. But I just wanted to say what's up to the chat. What's up to y'all? Let y'all know I'm here. I can't really type and shit. I can't have the phone out. But as far
What do
as
you think?
the footwork thing, and you guys talking about doo-doo weed? Where the fuck where's that at? Who's got that? Doo-doo weed? Where? I ain't smoked a piece of doo-doo weed in 20 years, boys.
I hope you never have to again.
I grow the shit myself. Ain't no single chance of that happening.
That's right.
But Tank and Shakur is probably his only close to 50-50. I mean, I don't consider it that, but everybody else does, because everybody else don't know shit about boxing and what really it goes down in a ring, because 99% of people just watch the shit from their telephone or their TV screen. They ain't never committed the act of boxing to know that much about it. But the footwork thing that you were just touching on, Tommy, Shakur has the general footwork aspect in a mean half a step back. That's it.
Yeah.
That's as far as that footwork goes with him.
It's evasive. It's all evasive.
That's it. Quick half step back. And Tank ain't fighting Shakur or Devin like he fights Orion or Rolly that's cracking, letting them gas out and running them around the ring, because that's all Tank's really doing, is letting you get softened up so he can start to go to work and put some pain on somebody. That's all that is. Tank running from Ryan and ducking, punt and grabbing him and shit. He's just trying to let a couple rounds go by so their tenacity goes down, so they ain't all full in the chest. It's easier to beat up a piece of meat like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, that makes great sense to me.
I think Tank knocks Shakur out too. I think he lands a shot on him, and if he doesn't knock him out, he has him running around the ring all night. It's as simple as that. I've seen Shakur go in there with punchers and do the same thing, half step back, engage a little bit, just enough to where he knows he's not going to get hit. The most boringest shit I've ever seen in life, and everybody likes that. You got to have the certain taste for the pure boxing shit. That ain't my cup of tea. I like fighting. I like two guys to go in there and fucking fight. The boxing shit's cool for 2 rounds, you know. You jab me, I jab you. Get to a fight. That's what I like about boxing, the fighting aspect of it.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think about IQ? Who has the better IQ?
I'm biased on this whole thing, so I think it's Tank. I've seen him fight 7 different ways. I've seen him do things in the ring where, how does the little guy keep landing them shots on guys? Everybody calls them punching bags. They're not. They're all quality fighters. Barrios would beat anybody on their resumes, including them. Easy. I think Tank is the best fighter in the world, and he just doesn't get the credit for it because he's also the top draw in the sport. So he's going to have detractors as much as he's going to have guys like me that actually support the sport and support these young men.
All righty. I want to bring another guy in right now, man. This guy right now I'm about to bring in, man, is hot as fish grease, man. And if anybody is about boxing, man, this youngster, man, he keeps his ears to the street, man. He cultivates his talent, man, and he makes sure that you all get the goods, man. My little big homie, man, they call him in these YouTube streets The Voice. And I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of people getting jealous these days, man. I'm going to bring in my little big homie, Just Do Boxing. What's up, Just?
What's good, fellas? What's good, family? How y'all feeling? Salute to the Hangout, and y'all smash the like button, man. And sub to the channel if y'all have.
What it do?
I hear y'all kicking it up here. I heard people keep saying Tank ain't got no 50-50 fights, and that's not a 50-50 fight.
You don't.
What is it about Shakur that doesn't make it a 50-50 fight? Because what's the most obvious difference between them two fighters that anybody could tell by looking? Punching power, right? Because that's all
Shakur
people
don't wanna
talking
fight.
about. Everybody keeps saying Tank gonna get in there and just knock him out. How could you be sure? We still asking if Shakur has a chin because you ain't seen nobody crack him yet. So I can't be 100% sure that just because it's Tank, he gonna go in there and get knocked out. The same way, you know, you got some people that think Shakur go in there and just outbox Tank. Have we seen Tank get outboxed for 12 rounds? You haven't seen it. Have you seen Shakur get hurt or even knocked out in 12? You haven't seen it. So I think I don't know what people. I don't know how they're rating it when they're saying it's not a 50-50 fight based on what? Like you the first time you heard about Tank's boxing ability, like you really seen it on display was what fight? We all seen it. What fight was it?
The fights where he fights a puncher.
And that's when we learn more about him, right? But Shakur been putting on them type of performances, boxing people his whole entire career. So I don't know. I think them two dudes got the best chance at beating each other. That's as fair as I can call it. If you tell me you think Tank knock him out, I'm not going to argue because I think that's realistic. What do he do more times than not? Out of 29, 20, 27 ain't making the distance. You know what I mean? So I get it. But if you tell me Shakur can outbox Tank, I don't think that's crazy either. So again, I think that's as close to 50-50 as you could get. And I get it, man. But it's a lot of people that think differently, like who got the better IQ, who got the better feet. People gonna just say Tank got better everything. I don't think that's being realistic because you have to prove that. Like again, how many fights have you seen him put everything on display until we still feel like we ain't seen everything? I don't think you've seen everything from Corey either. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's one of those fights where there's no wrong answer until the fight is completed, right? If you tell me
I like that. There's no wrong answer.
You know what I'm saying? Tank a cracker.
I like
Who am I to argue that? What do Tank do 9 times out of 10? I mean, he's one of the most accurate power punchers in boxing. You know what I mean? That fight would be a battle of the IQs for sure. Both of them
I want to commend D1 right now, man, because I know my brother, man. You know, and I want to commend you, man, for how you're holding yourself right now, man. You dig, and I appreciate that, man, without a doubt. And I know you like to counter. Go ahead and do a counter right now before you bust, bro.
KB is my homie. What KB says is fucking good to me, bro, because he's truly the only guy that keeps this shit 100. Yes, every fucking time he speaks, it's 100. It's coming from a neutral ground, a place of I hear you, but hear me.
Appreciate you.
I don't never go at no KB like that, but I still think Tank knocks Shakur the fuck out, and it's a 55-45. I got to get back to work.
You know what?
Love, peace, and blessings.
That's not crazy though. That's not crazy, D1. Like I really like to build. Like I like to hear other perspectives. I don't have every perspective. You got something unique, but 55-45 don't sound crazy because you know what? How I would assess that. What separates them truly when you just look with the naked eye? It's that power. So when you say 55-45, I get it. Like I don't think you're saying something crazy. I just think if it's any 50-50 fight for him right now, that would be that one. I think Shakur will really make Tank think. I think it force him to show us what else he got in his bag. I don't think him going about it the same way he beat these other dudes. Because who has Shakur ever faced a Tank Davis? Has Tank ever faced a Shakur level opponent? Respectfully, either way, neither one of them never seen nothing like the other one. So
no, they have in sparring. That's it. But I want to bring somebody in real quick.
I love this fight, bro. Love, peace, and blessings.
I love both fighters.
I want to bring in a guy, man. You take it easy, D1. I want to bring in a guy, man. Ever since he done got into this sport, man, he has grabbed the bull by his horns, man, and been wrestling with it. You did. We gave him his hardcore status early, but he wouldn't even accept it, man. And I want to bring in this guy right now, man. They call him the king of the casuals, man. He always has a excellent synopsis and understanding of the sport. I'm gonna bring in another one of my little big homies, man, Mr. Get Down or Lay Down himself. Let's talk fashion. Rebo,
AKA the Vision, Jay. His nickname the Vision, man. That man got a good vision, a hell of a vision, man. I love it.
Yes, he does. What's
Good
up,
morning,
young?
good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Remo.
How's everything going on, man? I love this topic today.
Look at this New York swag. He come. Good morning.
Yeah,
Good
give us some
morning.
energy, man. You know,
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, man. Give me some energy, man.
I'm stretching over here, ready to get.
That's because y'all want to be up at 2 a.m. You know what I mean? Y'all don't go to sleep. Damn vampires.
Yeah.
I got one burning question for y'all, man. One burning question because I truly don't know myself.
Right.
Okay.
In exchanges, who's gonna land more? Because these are the two most accurate dudes in the game.
Right.
And they both two the dudes who get hit the least in the game. Who gonna land more doing exchanges?
I think it's going to be Tank. Only reason why is because I'm going into physics now. He has the shorter arms, you did, and what's the what they say about the shortest distance between, you know what the hell I'm talking about, something
from the ground,
point A to point B.
Yeah, that point A to point B they taught us in school, man. And I just still feel though that Tank is just a little bit faster. So I'm gonna go with Tank in the inside, man. That's what I think.
Tank is a little cat, I ain't gonna lie. He's a damn cat in the ring. Man, exchanges, I think Shakur would look to limit those type of exchanges because that will leave you susceptible to getting hurt. You don't want to be in exchanges with Tank Davis. It's just not smart unless you got adequate punching power to you know what I mean? I don't think Shakur has that Rolly power, obviously. He don't have a Ryan Garcia power, so Tank approach with Shakur, I think, would be different. It'd be strategic, but he'll have the willingness to engage more because he ain't worried about what's coming back. You see, he said it on Twitter. He said it. He was like, ain't like you gonna hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them fights, but you're not gonna tell me a guy with one of the highest, I think, plus minus rating that he can't make it out that fight. That's why I say, man, that's a 50-50 fight. People don't want to see it as that, but you're gonna see it when they fight. Because there's no way they could beat each other. Why would they be each other's toughest fights if it ain't gonna be a 50-50? And I say this all the time. Most people, when they make their assessment, it usually ends in Tank knocking Shakur out. Y'all telling on yourself, so y'all don't see him being in a scenario where he got outboxed. So y'all saying that's his method of victory is by knockout. And I feel like Shakur is obviously to go the distance. So the distance, the long game is more risky, and you know what I mean? Because you got 36 minutes to allow Tank to land, and we talking about one of the most accurate guys in boxing. So that's where Shakur had to be smart inside them 3-minute rounds and really limited this dude from landing on you. You know what I mean? I think if there's anybody that could take advantage of the fact that Tank don't throw a lot, it's Shakur. But if it's anybody that can throw that few punches, still be successful and knock you out, it's Tank. There's so many reasons to love this fight. And I don't see no reason not to like it. I don't care with who you think gonna win. I just want to see the fight, man. And I think we gonna all walk out of there with our money's worth, despite whoever win or lose. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared to see a guy I rock with lose, especially if it's to a Tank. Man, you went in there with one of the best, in my opinion. So go in there and get that smoke, man. You knew this was coming. I can't wait to see it.
Remo.
Yo. What's up? I'm here, man. What's up?
We listening to you, brother. What do you think, man? What do you think about this fight, man? You know,
it's a couple things I was listening to I want to push back on. Tommy, I think you're wild and talking about Frank is A1. He's an A minus, whatever. I heard that. I was like, I got to get on this shit. Like I said before, it's very few A-list fighters, period. I'm not going to put him on the A-list at all. Probably a B plus, maybe. Because if you're saying A, that still leaves rooms for Shakurs, for Lomas, and names like that. So I'm not going to put him in that echelon right there.
A minus and B plus is just a little line apart, man.
Not in school. but I also would like to push back with something Jay said about the timing of this fight. This fight right now between those two is Frank and Tank on steroids. They broke the internet on fight week of two names that supposed to be making sense. That's supposed to be a quote unquote sellout, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I say number, I usually talk numbers. I like the business side of it. They were trending top 5 in sports, and the NBA was yesterday. The play-in tournament started yesterday. It was, like I said, it was still Devin versus this other guy, and everybody's engaged. Everybody wants to see these two get at it. So the marketing right there in itself, it's tailor-made. If you thought you got Ryan and fucking Haney backstory, these kids was really friends and they really respect each other, but they really ignorant. They gonna talk what they talk. They got stories from the gym, but when friends become enemies, or idols become rivals, however you want to spin it, it's not much storyline needed for this conversation. And the fact that, whether you want to say it's 60-40, 55, whatever, it's a really close fight. The only thing is, and the tale of the two tapes for me is, would Shakur be able to neutralize Tank by just giving him a little touch here and there? That'd be his best bet. But if Tank gets to the point where that little touch and he's tired of getting touched and he want to walk up to his chest, if he got enough to keep him respectful and back him off of him, it's going to be the issue in that fight right there. And I also think, I think Tank is giving these guys a false sense of reality when it comes to sparring. Because I think he goes in that gym and he's working on certain things, but he does fight angry in sparring, but more strategic in actual fights. So the confidence that he might get these guys thinking that they've been in the ring with him sparring wise might be like, I've taken some of his power. I know what he wants to do. But when he sits down with the mad scientists and they figure out and formulate a plan specifically for that person he in the ring, it's a different element that's going to come out, a different strategy that's going to come out. So it's a little different. Also, before I stop, I know I'm gonna be feeling like B3 right now, but
man, cook, bro, you cooking.
When it comes to Tank being an A side and Shakur playing that keep away, it's not gonna work in his favor. Being that Tank is the guy, he's gonna have to eventually take that from him, because they're not really gonna score in favor for him fighting in that manner. Also, if Tank want to say, listen, we gonna neutralize a lot of the cat-like reflexes, and we gonna Tim Zoo you and put you in a smaller ring, that's an option too, because he is the A side. So there's a lot of different elements that can be played with that might come into effect in this fight.
So much going on.
Yeah, that was dope breakdown, Remo. That's why I like the build. You see why a build makes sense? No ego. When everybody just building on the sport, everybody gets to hear a different perspective.
See different things.
Right.
Right.
I just want to point something out. Gamboa went how many rounds?
I think 11?
12. That's his only 12 round knockout. Hector Garcia went how many rounds? Y'all remember?
9.
He don't got no crazy punching power. He was coming up, smaller guy, still went 9 rounds. He ain't near the caliber of fighter Shakur is to me. So, and he kind of fought a little brave in there, trying to be in the pocket with Tank. That's why he got his ass halfway blinded and temporary memory loss to playing with Tank like that. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing that out. There's some fighters that had some success, took him some rounds. I think Shakur is levels above those guys. So, and smarter defensively, more creative offensively. He ain't gonna just walk and sit in the pocket with Tank unless you're trying to take a nap. That's not smart. Unless you want to go to sleep. That man gonna put that pain in. You gotta make him think. You gotta create doubt inside Tank mind, I think, to beat him. If you don't, it's gonna be a matter of time. Because the thing is, Shakur can box, but the problem is that he'll run into when Tank decides that he wants to this no longer, I don't like this chess match. Now I want to turn it up and make it a fight. That's going to be the most challenging aspect of the fight for Shakur to me. Like, can you deal with that man once he start fighting you? You know what I mean? Yeah, you could box with him, but can you fight with Tank? I've always said that for anybody.
To me, it's going to come down to the exchanges. It's going to come down to the exchanges because I think, you know, they're going to neutralize each other, man. You got one of the best dudes at cutting off the ring, and you got maybe the best dude at being evasive. You know, it's like a football game with like a top defense, a number one defense going against a number one offense almost.
Super Bowl.
It's like a Super Bowl. And I know Shakur don't want to get exchanges. The plan isn't going to be to get in there, but at times he's gonna have to exchange. And I don't think the same way people think that if they exchange, it's just going to be a Tank knockout. It might well be. I'm picking Tank to win, and I'm picking him by a late round stoppage or a clear decision. But at the same time, I do think Shakur is fast enough and sharp enough to give you something to think about. Because when you're a defensive fighter and someone's coming at you offensively, Williams Zepeda the last fight, for example. At some point, I forgot to do these fighting names. He's a good boxer from Spain. But at some point, they were like, yo, why is he exchanging with him? Because he had to. When a dude is just coming at you, at some point you have to stand your ground. And it's going to be in those moments where I think the fight is won or lost. And a fight I think about like that is Canelo Alvarez versus Erislandy Lara. Controversial decision for a lot of people. I'm Cuban.
I like that one.
I'm Cuban, I'm Cuban American, right? My family from the same place as Lara. Lara got his ass whipped. I know a lot of people don't believe that. Not whipped, but I think he took that L because Lara was boxing. He was outside. He was moving. Canelo trying to cut off the ring. Lara landed his little 1-2s. All right, they doing a job. He won some rounds. But every time Canelo did cut off the ring, got close to him, he landed 1 or 2 good shots. Lara got on his bike and kept his hands in his pockets.
Yeah,
I think Tank is better than Canelo, and I think Shakur is a little better than Lara. So it's gonna be a hell of a fight, man.
Man, that's a good. I like that. I like that type of time. And that's interesting. I just want to point this out real quick. Lara, I think Canelo landed 23 headshots in 12 rounds. Have y'all ever seen another fighter win like that? 23 headshots. I remember watching that fight. I was pissed off. I knew Lara beat that man. I was like, yo, he out.
I didn't take it off of punches landed because punches landed to me don't necessarily win the round. Like I could outland you crazy in 4 rounds, but you could beat me in 8 other rounds, and I still got the higher landing percentage. But what I did see in that fight was that every time Canelo got landed a couple of shots, it changed Lara's whole game plan. He had to stop doing what he was doing, put his hands in his pockets, and got up out of there. And I had it like 8 rounds to 4 for Canelo, but I get it. If you score for Lara, you know.
Yeah, for me, he had that dude swinging in the air a lot. He had him missing a lot. Yes. I could still tell you the best single punch that he landed at a fight. It was an uppercut that split the guard and cut Lara, and he got on his bike for a second, then he got right back to it. He was knocking Canelo head back with that 1-2. He was boxing his ass, man. He showed him that, this is how you box this guy that got power. It's boxer versus power. And that's the only thing that separated them. Really, you could tell that Canelo obviously got the punching power, but he was getting outboxed to me. I thought he was getting outboxed. And most of his work was to the body, and they was giving him credit for shots that I think was going on the elbows and gloves. I just felt like Lara really schooled him. And I'll point this out.
I thought Lara won that fight too.
Yeah, look at his face. I know I'm petty. Look at his face after he fought Floyd, and look at his face immediately after he fought Lara. It was very similar to how he looked. He didn't have that look of confidence like, I know I won this fight.
No, it was razor thin. A lot of them rounds were like razor thin. And I seen some of what you've seen. I seen him knocking Canelo head back. I seen him boxing good from the outside. But it never deterred Canelo from coming in. It never changed
You know
Canelo's game
Canelo a
plan.
cheat code, man. Tommy, you know he got that damn granite chin.
No,
Man,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
one
oh
thing.
yeah, he
I do
definitely got
not
that
see him
granite
get knocked
chin.
out at all in
But
his career.
the only point I was gonna make with that is that Lara was effective, but he never made Canelo change his game plan. When Canelo was effective, he made Lara put his hands in his pockets for a little bit. It was good, man. It was
I
good.
mean, you saying you cooking, you're right, but I feel like it's normal when you dealing with it's a boxer versus puncher.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that reaction. Like it's how you handle those moments when you get cracked. And Lara did all right. Like I said, he got his eyes split. I remember he got on his bike for a minute, pawed at the blood, and he got right back to it. You know what I mean? So it's how you handle those moments when you get cracked. You know what I'm saying? Do you still have the same defensive awareness when you crack? You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be something to answer too when they fight. Can you deal with how you gonna deal with this power when it connect? Because he's gonna hit you. He's gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have that in your mind already. You're gonna feel some power. I ain't seen nobody that Tank wasn't able to hit. Nobody. So
But how many of them going to be clean? You know what I'm saying? How many shots are going to be clean? Because let's just say that there's a certain number. It's going to take 20 clean shots to knock out Shakur. Can Tank land 20 of them clean? Can he land 10 of them clean during the fight? He's going to hit him. He's going to hit him. But how many is he going to land clean? How many of them are not going to be partially blocked, partially parried? How many of them is Shakur going to roll with, taking some of the steam off of it?
Right.
He's not just going to stand there and just like yeah, give me what you got, like them redneck brawls we be seeing.
Right.
Can I jump in on that one? Can I jump in on that question right there?
Go for it.
We do have the cat like reflex cat with the best defense, but we also got to remember and give Tank his credit that he is the most accurate power puncher in the game.
I always say that.
So,
so
it's not just if he's gonna touch him, he'll touch him. He's gonna touch him. It's when he touches, what can he take off of him? That's more the question to me.
Shakur gonna get on his bike. That's what he's gonna do.
Can I interject?
And I don't blame him.
So at some point in time, he's gonna touch him. So now my question is, now when he touches him, is he gonna be able to take it? How much he gonna roll with it? That's more the question to me.
Can I interject? Can the Rise podcast, man? Because you know, man, I was listening at first, and I wanted to give somebody their flowers. But first, hey, Jay, what's the level? You know, you got a casual fan. What's the next step up from a casual fan?
I don't know, bro.
Knowledge. Let's call him knowledgeable, man.
I just want to say this. Like I be listening to Remo when he get to breaking down these boxing fights. I gotta give him his flowers, man. Remo be on his shit when it comes.
Remo ain't no damn casual.
Yeah, that's
we already
Remo.
Yeah, we already gave him that, but he wouldn't accept it. So
Remo, we up here cooking, bro. You ain't no casual.
I kick it for all the homies in the back. You feel me?
Here's a counterpoint, though. Tank is the most accurate. Again, I'm picking Tank. Tank is the most accurate power punch in the game. Shakur get hit the least. So you know what I'm saying? It's yo, this is so intriguing, man. It's gonna be high level chess. It's not gonna be no stupid. It's gonna be high level chess.
There's no wrong answer until the completion of the fight, bro. There's no wrong answer until that fight is complete. I don't think nobody up there said nothing.
My biggest worry, I just hope after the fight, me and Just Do still cool, man.
Hey man, messing with me, we be even cooler. Man. We got something to really talk about, and y'all get to put me in the hot seat and see if I'm gonna be biased. That's why I told people who my favorite fighter was. They didn't know at first. I told them because I willingly accept that challenge. Anytime I talk about him, you tell me when I'm not being logical and reasonable. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna be biased or fanboy for him, man. That fight is the only fight that makes me nervous for him. It's Tank. That's it. I don't think nobody else beats neither one of them at 35 at all.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Only the JBT community that you get this unbiased approach, man. Because you know most channels, man, they be leaning one way so hard, man. You know, and come on, let's just keep it real, man. This is a hell of a fight.
It is. It's going to be a battle of the minds. You got two people that like to slow the pace of the fight down. That's going to be a chess match of the highest level. And the thing is, again, I know that power is a damn wild card, man. But again, you can't go into a fight with Tank worrying about his power, because that's God given. There's nothing you can do about how hard he punching, but you can do something about your approach to fighting a guy that's punching like that. And you got to remember, he ain't just a puncher; he a complete fighter. Teddy Atlas say he the most complete fighter in boxing, and that's high praise, especially coming from that dude. So he just got he got it. You got to ask yourself, what is it Tank can't do in the ring? I don't think it's much. He can fight on the back foot, coming forward. He can make you miss. He can make you peg. He can set traps. He can lure you in, rock you to sleep. He can get on the front foot and go get you. It's a lot to deal with when you fight him. You got to be on your A game. Anything less is for sure you getting knocked out. Your A game, you might still get knocked out. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be on your A++ game messing with that dude.
But we seen Shakur do that too. We seen Shakur fight on the front foot, walk dudes down. I seen a comment in the section that said in his last few fights, Shakur been getting touched up a little more. Yeah, but he also been walking dudes down a little more. So of course he's gonna get touched up more.
He was fighting in the pocket more. I told you, I've been to two of his last 3 fights, and he spent the majority of both of them fights in the pocket coming forward. So
he ain't walking down Tank. Let me be clear about that. I ain't saying he gonna walk down Tank.
I just don't see it.
I got a question for everybody on the panel, man. You got walking down that dark alley unarmed. Who you walking down that dark alley with? Shakur?
I'm going with. I need Tank with me, man. I'm sorry.
Tank, man. I'm sorry. Tank, I like Shakur.
That's because he cleaning shit, so it's hard to ignore that. And not just cleaning shit, he boxing with it. You a fool if you think he can box. You already lost if you think Tank is only power. And why I feel like Shakur is gonna give him the best fight, because regardless of what they said to each other on Twitter, Shakur knows full well how dangerous that guy is. So he gonna know to prepare for that. You get what I'm saying? Guy sitting there talking about Tank trash, and I don't care about the Twitter stuff. I know what his real feelings is, because I heard it when it was more on a more neutral, playing field. They both got mutual respect, but now the gloves off and you in my way. That's how they both looking at it. Shakur looking at it, if I beat this guy, look, man, I'll be the man. And Tank looking at it like they say you the man, and I'm gonna show him you not. That's what you want.
And it's life-changing money.
Yes. He ain't turning down no opportunity to fight that man. I have to look at him different if he do. I have to. Who can't make a Tank fight? Who turning down that opportunity? Who in their right mind? But get in there and fight. I don't care if you lose. You get in there and fight. You lose the Tank, I respect you for getting in there. That's what it is. It's all about the fights to me, man. You fight enough of those type of guys, your chances of losing go up. You get what I'm saying? And again, if you're gonna lose to a guy that I feel like is one of the most complete fighters, I ain't gonna be mad. I'm gonna rock with you even more, but I'm gonna know that Tank is exactly what I thought he was. Fights where
that's savage, and we all know that.
You gotta lose. If you're gonna lose, I ain't saying losing is cool, but if you're gonna lose, let it be to the absolute best. Let it be to the absolute best.
Facts on that. Facts on that, man. You're gonna lose to somebody like Tank, man. You know what I mean?
Who could clown you for losing to a Tank?
And getting the bank.
Who could clown you for losing to Shakur? There's no real loser. Yeah, somebody gonna take an L, but at the end of the day, I don't think a fight like that doesn't drop your stock because of the talent that's involved in that fight.
Everybody I seen for Tank stock went up afterwards.
Get what I'm saying? So I'm glad that they got to mixing it up on Twitter, and y'all already know I'm talking about it again later. We visit hot topics, baby. We got to cook on it.
We got to get the people what they want,
because I got a couple little, I'm a clip king, man. So I got some interesting takes from some retired boxers, man, that both of them gave different takes. So I try to be fair. I'm gonna find some clips that we gonna have fun with this, man. This is
what time is that? What time is that for some people that might not know?
4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my people. We gonna cook on it. 4 p.m.
For the people that are not watching right now and you're just listening, that's Just Do Boxing.
Yes, sir. And we gonna build some more. It's a fun topic to talk about. When you love boxing, man, all topics are on board, man, or on deck, and especially this one. So I know they both got fights coming up, but we all know this the fight everybody want to see. We know. We know it.
I would love for it to happen by late quarter of 2020. What year are we in now?
24.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you think about it, Jay. Just look at it, right? Maybe the stars are aligning, and I'm optimistic. So y'all gotta pardon me for my optimism. I like to think these things can happen. It's at a time where Tank is essentially more so in control of things, right? He still got his team and everything, but he gave us Hector, he gave us Ryan, and he giving us Frank. That's a guy that they said he wouldn't fight. You got Shakur with one fight left on Top Rank. To my knowledge, he still hasn't signed. I had spoke to one of his coaches and stuff, and he was talking about, he said, well, we got one more fight left. So it sounds like they still ain't signed. It just seemed like the stars might be aligning. He got an opponent in Artem that is credible, Olympic pedigree. I think he had a bronze medal. But I think that's
beat someone good.
He's gonna get back on track with Artem. I really think this gonna
do that for Frank, right?
Right.
Oh yes. Right. I was. That's why I was like, why is it ringing a bell? I couldn't connect it.
Yeah. So I think that's the right guy for him to look good against. Reason being is I watched the Frank fight close. He didn't look like he troubled Frank with no power or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I just think Frank was being overly aggressive in spots. I think he was a little anxious. And if you listen to the fight closely, Derrick James was getting on his ass for a few rounds. And once he started listening to Derrick James, he had got that knockdown late in the fight. He started picking it up. So, man,
that's a perfect example of a fight where I always say the separation between A level and B level could just be you having an off night, you a little sluggish, a minor injury. It's not a big difference, man.
Right.
Hey, and another thing, man, you know what would be nice if the boxing gods are listening right now and they give us Tank and Shakur for Christmas.
Man.
Get it in December, man.
It just ain't no reason for it not to happen, Jay. It ain't no reason. Them two
because they the last two in the division.
Yeah, politics got to get out the way for this one, bro. Politics got to get out the way for this one.
And Shakur has a chance to actually jump over to PBC for he ain't got to sign forever.
Right.
Let's say he signed a 2-fight deal.
Yeah, I really want to see this fight, and I want to see him make whatever move is going to allow him to get this fight. You need that.
You know what else makes this fight magical?
What's that?
It checks off all the boxing pundits checklist as far as like 2 black fighters don't do this. That'll be a lie. There's belts on the line, so it's a meaningful fight because people say, "Oh, what is Tank fighting for?" They both got belts,
right?
And I think as much as they might present, when they talk crazy to each other, they genuinely have respect for each other's skill set. But that's just how youngsters these days talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I've hooped with dudes that, you know what I mean? We ate at each other's mom's crib. But when we get on the court, we not friends.
Yeah, wartime.
Yeah, but as crazy as you seen Tank act after the fight, he always, he's a professional. And so is Shakur. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope the people that's listening don't think like you have to choose and I'm not doing this. I'm supporting this guy. There's no reason for that. Just watch the build up of this and see 2 magicians get it in.
Right.
Got a question though, man, because this one it's not the kind of thing I usually look at, but I'm just looking at mind frame. Shakur seems to very often with a few people he was close to get into these real nasty verbal and written exchanges. Is he like if you say anything about him, he coming back at you hard. What is this coming from? Is it coming from him feeling like he got to prove himself? Is he ultra competitive? Like what?
Yeah.
Where's it coming from?
All of the above. He still know he got a lot to prove, and just from the constant stories that I'm able to hear, and you like, I got one of my mans that stay out in that Houston area, and he was he not no Shakur advocate. He was very like, he thought he was good, but he just wasn't seeing what people was talking about. And all I'm gonna say is that shit all changed one random Saturday when he popped up at the gym. And Shakur wasn't supposed to be there, and he proceeded to come in that ring and spar with a damn middleweight. You get what I'm saying? Go 11 rounds with a middleweight.
Hey, I need to introduce somebody, y'all. I'm about to bring in a guy, man, that when it comes to a breakdown, man, let me tell you something. So second to none. This brother, man, when he gets to talking about boxing, man, he gets tunnel vision. He breaks it down all the way down to the mouthpiece, baby. I'm about to bring in breakdown shorty, if you will, Mr. Ant McQueen. Ant, what up, baby?
Good morning. I appreciate the warm welcome, man. You got me feeling like I was on the show for real, man.
Oh, you is on the show for real.
No, I mean, like, god damn.
The carpet out.
I get what you're saying, though.
You gave it up to all of us.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words. I'm sorry I'm tardy to the party. I had to pay my tithes and offerings.
I know that's right.
I had to get my little exercise in. You know what I'm saying? I work out these arms, these legs, my back, and all that. That's the way I say thank you. Thank you for giving me these arms. Thank you for these legs. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Put them things to use.
Facts.
Man, y'all all made some great points. The primary thing is you got one guy who's the most accurate and the other guy who's the least hit. I think we should explore why that is the case. Why is he like the least hit? It's not just the guy being evasive. And I feel like that's where that explosiveness can possibly make the difference between the two of them. Because as far as IQ and everything is concerned, I think they're neck and neck, honestly. Neck and neck. Because they actually fight a little bit more alike than what people actually realize. The difference is the power. But when you look at the way that they operate, especially from mid-range, the way that they control things, the way that they're able to be deductive and limit what the other person is throwing back at them, they both very physical, very handsy, a lot of checking before throwing shots. They operate pretty similar in that regard. I think the difference is Tank is just more explosive, has more power. So what I'm curious to see is the acumen that both of them guys have. Like, what does that look like? What does that look like? Because the one thing is this, with the explosiveness of Tank, right? Like I heard you guys were talking about Lara and Canelo. Well, the difference is I think that Tank would be able to cut the distance a lot quicker. So I think that with Shakur, that pivot game is magnificent, but it's going to have to be at an all-time high. Like, I don't see him being able to just pull straight back because I think that Tank is quick enough to cut the distance. And OG, like you were saying before, with those short, compact punches, things that are coming in a straight line, it's like a heat-seeking missile. So I think it's going to be extremely, extremely important for Shakur to continue to change the what do you call it? Give him a moving target, not necessarily just moving around cycling, but like after you throw something, get your ass off the line immediately. And then the other thing is be mindful of the directions that you're going in. You don't want to do too much because that's the one thing, like just alluded to before with Tank, is the ability to set traps or turn something that's in an advantage into a disadvantage. So that if you keep circling out to the same side, you got to mix it up. I think with him, you got to be able to keep him thinking. I don't think it's just a matter of creating doubt in his mind, but just keep him thinking because you show him the same thing several times.
Hey, hold on one second. I want to just bring in another person, man. I want to bring in a guy, man, that loves the boxing, man. Never shy on speaking his mind. Works hard as hell, man, and is a legalized drug dealer, man. He's a pharmacist, man, and he has a channel called Being in Boxing News, man. Another one of my little big homies. Let's bring in Being in Boxing News. Being in. What up, baby boy?
What's going on with you, my brother?
What's going on?
Salute,
Man?
family.
I see you got the professor's coat on today.
You already know, bro.
Putting in that work as always.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, Ant. Finish this up.
Nah, I was over here chatting with my guy Jay in the chat. I think he made a great point. You know, like they both got good feint games, but like he was saying, Tank sometimes he'll get touched a little bit more. It's not because him lacking defensively, but if he's coming to get you and he's in that high guard, then naturally things are gonna get through eventually. You can punch around the guard, punch between the guard, and so on and so forth. But the other thing is, you know, the dimensions aren't always in his favor. He's a smaller guy. He's got to get on the inside. And I think that's where that IQ is sharp, because being a smaller guy and I think you alluded to this before, finding ways to continually get it done and produce the same result over and over and over and over and over again. But I think it's a fantastic fight. For me, I think it's just going to come down to who's going to be able to control who, because they're both very physical, both very handsy, and more often than not, they enjoy being the southpaw against an orthodox opponent. So when them lead hands are lining up, that's typically, you know, where they have that advantage. But against each other, it's southpaw against southpaw.
Yeah. Being in Boxing News, man. Tell us what you got on this, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When it comes to a fight like that, I'm always say the guy who got the boobach bang is gonna be the one who come out victorious at the end of the fight. But why would they have such great timing on such a thing like this during a week like this? Y'all already know the direction I'm going in. They're going in that to do exactly what's happening right now, to change everybody's focus. Right now, nobody's focus is on what it's supposed to be on. It's on them. I think that they're doing exactly what they tried to do. Remember, Shakur was Devin's friend. Shakur was supposed to be Tank's friend. So all that friendship shit. And remember, like they always say, there's no real friendship in boxing. Because if I'm really your friend in boxing, I should give you that payday.
Fact.
Mike Tyson's statement right there.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I think that those fights are supposed to happen, but I think the timing that they chose makes it all not look so real. I think that it's not going to happen no time soon. I'm not going to get myself antsy and ready for it, because I know how I get when I want to fight, and I want to fight so bad. That is the fight to happen. And once I get myself, just not trying to pivot or anything, just like the Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fight, once I got myself into wanting that fight, I wanted it so bad to where it was just, man, I'm not going to get myself into this fight like that. Because I know it's not going to happen no time soon. We both know both of those guys have a fight in front of them. Why would you bring up another fight when you have a fight in front of you already? So it's just like, to me personally, I think it's all cap. I think it's a distraction. I think, we know what's going on, man. I think it's all smoke and mirrors.
What's the distraction?
The distraction is already what's going on with the whole Devin and Ryan situation. We know what's going on, man.
I just wanted you to say it. That's all. I just
To
wanted to hear it from you.
further screw up their numbers. Their numbers already screwed up. So to further kill their numbers already dead.
Well, I tell you what, I want to read something, a tweet, man. Gervonta Davis said, I have a 6 or 7 fight deal. You in there, little bro. Shakur says anything but fight. Yeah, okay, little bruh. Gervonta. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I tell you, man, if half of these fights be as good as how they be on Twitter, man, we will be in for greatness all the time, man. Because the Twitter beasts are second to none, man.
I don't know, Jay. I don't know. I'm a little more optimistic than you and B&B, man. Than you and B in boxing, because I think this year is going to eclipse last year in the fights we get. I think Shakur and Tank is going to happen. If it don't happen, I'll just be disappointed. I've been disappointed before. I know how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
He said he in the deal. He said he part of it. He did reveal some information that he ain't never said before. That was kind of direct, telling him that he's part of it. So the question, I guess, for all of us is when, or
Yes.
Yeah, and everything that Al Heyman and them do is very strategic.
But think about it, y'all. He said 7-part deal, right? 7 fights. He's gonna always save the best for last.
Yeah, that's what I say, strategic.
Yes, somebody said
so he's not gonna do it way in the beginning. It's gonna probably be the last one. That's like 2 years from now, 3 years from now.
Yeah, but think about it. Who does that actually helps? That helps Shakur, because Tank will be leaving out of his prime and Shakur will be leaning right into his prime. How old is Shakur right now?
26.
Yeah, well, they say 28, 29 is your prime. Tank is in his prime right now. So that's really not that smart thing to do, is to wait to your back end of your career to fight somebody who's going to be your best opponent thus far. So they got some shit to think about, man.
Hey, BN, I knew you was gonna come in with that whole they strategically trying to distract a conversation. I knew it was coming, but I think the problem is that they've been calling Tank name the whole damn time, the whole build up. He just ain't talk to them directly, and it don't make no sense for him to talk to them at all. They ain't in the division. Haney taking interviews talking about 147 is going to be in his near future. Ain't nothing there to discuss no more.
Yeah,
like
that Haney Tank fight ain't never gonna happen ever.
They moving further and further from reality.
Exactly.
They're still calling the man name. It don't make sense. So
I'm to the point where I think they don't even want to give him a bag at this point, Devin. I think they don't even want to give Devin a bag. I think something happened or said or something that totally pissed them off, and they on some Earl Spence, Keith Thurman type shit now. Y'all ain't getting the bag, man. So there.
He just called them bitches the other day. He said them bitches from Baltimore. That ain't gonna fly with them.
Oh nah, hell nah.
Like
why
I'ma feed you? Like it's a difference between trolling to get somewhere and just talking crazy.
Yeah.
As a man, you don't say certain things. You know what I mean? I just think the dudes like, yo, listen, man, we on a different wave, and I ain't feeding you. I think that's where they at right now.
I'm with you on that, and I agree with you on that. I think that now, I think it's a little bit more personal than what it should be now. So now it's like, I'm not gonna feed you, because now it ain't on no friendship shit. I think now it's on some personal shit. So I agree with y'all on that.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you, I think if they do end up being face to face, somebody gets punched in the mouth for real. That's just how I think it is, man. Hey, I want to say shout out to Jaleel Hackett of being a free agent now, man. Shawty's a free agent now, man, and he's taking offers. So we shout out to that. I definitely want to say we want to credit the JBT for a little bit of that happening. You dig? So Shawty is a free agent now. Shout out to Jaleel Major Hackett and his daddy Bernard, and he said the phone ain't stopped ringing yet. People are flying in to see them as we speak.
Best promoter in the business right now.
What he said. What you say? I being in boxing news.
He needs to go to Eddie right now. Eddie is the best promoter. Matchroom right now is the best promoter right now in the business. They take care of the people, man. When I'm looking back at everything right now, I said Matchroom Eddie. Eddie, go to Eddie. I'm telling you right now, go to Eddie. That's where it's at. That's where the bag is at, Eddie. Like a 2 or 3 fight deal, Eddie. A small deal, but Eddie.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe in long-term deals no more, man. Give me 2-3 fights, and we'll see how we look. You know what I mean? But that long courtship, I ain't for it no more, man. You know, show me what you can do, and we be on case per case studies. I like that better.
I agree with you, Jay, because I think when these promoters sign guys for 5, 6, 7, 8 fight deals, it's hard to make 1 or 2 good fights. You know what I'm saying? So, what are you going to deliver me in 7? Give them 2 or 3. I agree with you.
And it makes them stay on top of their game too. You know, because if you know that I got an option to leave you, you're gonna always give me your best work. But if you got me locked in, you started taking me for granted. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at that.
You know what? Earlier, man, I made the comparison of the Shakur Tank fight with Canelo and Lara. But now that I think about it, a real comparison will be Roberto Duran versus Wilfred Benitez. You talk about high level chess, man. That was 2 masters, just really, really laying down their craft.
Mike Rim said Tank is not fighting Shakur until Shakur stop putting on people outside of the ring asleep. Mike Rim, boy, that boy.
Hey man, them 6, 7 fight deals can go by relatively quickly if these guys are active the way in which we would like to see them.
Yeah, Mayweather deal, man.
You know what I mean?
Mayweather joint, that 6 fight deal went quickly.
Knock out 3 fights a year, something like that, depending on if you got a couple. Yes, if you got a couple short nights in there, year and a half.
Yeah, you know, and Tank definitely do short nights. So, you know, that 6 fight, 7 fight deal can go quickly. It's up to them. You know what I mean? Who got the bread to be able to spread it out? Hold on. We got a super chat from my little big homie from DC, D4 to win. Sent me a 5-piece. He said, congratulations on the 40K, man. Let's keep growing. Yes, indeed, man. We speak French over here. We hit 40K. We keep our head down. We keep moving forward. For sure. Yes, indeed. Hello.
In other news, my favorite fight is going back in the ring in May. Yay! I'm excited.
I'm excited for this light heavyweight division.
Yes, sir. Edwin Vasquez, that's my guy, man. I'm gonna keep screaming it from the mountaintops. There's no pressure over here. There's no sweat because my guy already got 2 L's, so I'm not like, oh damn, what if he loses? Oh, like, hey, it's no pressure. Everything is just icing on the cake from this point on.
I'm sure y'all probably seen it already, man. But there was news that Dave Morrell confirmed that he moving to 175.
Whoa!
So now you talking about Morrell, Benavidez, Beterbiev, Bivol, Volcic, like that division. Callum Smith still dangerous. That division just got real hot, man.
Yeah. Wow.
That got real hot, real quick.
Wow.
I would love with all my heart to see Bivol versus Morrell.
Yeah, and to bring some bad news in, y'all, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna go ahead and let it be known. We got stuck up on Instagram, man. The JBT, man, they took down our Instagram page, man. We're making too much noise, I guess. I don't know. But they shot us down, but we will be putting up another one today. So y'all make sure that y'all start going back to
what the hell?
Yeah, they hit us, man. They hit us up.
No reason why?
Not really. I can tell, man. You know how you hit this and then you got to hit that. It was like some bull crap. You know what I'm saying? But from now on, man, we just going to do remixes, man. We're not going to, put anything else up that ain't a remix or something like that, or something that we generated ourselves. So that way they don't have no excuses. I'd rather them do it to us at 70 followers than 7,000. So, You know what I mean? We can get back to 70 quickly, man. Especially right now, we got 60 people in here. If everybody, by the end of the day, it'll be a new page up, God willing, and you all look forward and make sure you subscribe back, man. But yeah, we got hit with the boobop thing. I woke up this morning to see it. And that's on Instagram.
Terrible.
Hey, that's sad. You know what I mean? But when you bring it back, don't bring it. Like I noticed that as my page is set up as a business page, I can't do a lot of the music and a lot of stuff like that on my Instagram as well. So like it's easier to manage it as a personal page because it's more freelance and a ability to use certain language and music, etc.
Right. Okay. And think about it, all the music that we ever used was but you know what? It was a business page. So this time we will bring it back as personal.
And I like the fact the whole 75 conversation because not proven or not, but it's a division where Canelo looked like it was a little bit too much for him. So the conversation no longer has to be about fighting Canelo at the end goal.
Word, lady for Canelo, man.
Canelo, who?
I get it, man. I get it. He the new Pacquiao. He the new Floyd. He is that retirement bag. I get it, man. But for me, from my perspective, that I'm not seeing a dollar, none of that. Later for that dude, man.
He ain't going back to 75 if all them cats gonna be up there. He ain't going back up there. It ain't no low hanging fruit for him at this point. You know what I'm saying? So he might go down to 60 now. Can't go up.
I wanted to see David Benavidez versus some other guys more so than Canelo anyhow.
Yeah, we're not getting that fight. I don't think
I never really wanted to see it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we ain't seeing it.
That Vosnik fight is intriguing to me, but I want to see him against Better Be or somebody like that. Because
Canelo said you got to talk nice to me to fight me.
Don't sleep on Vosnik.
Nah, hell no. He only got that one L, and it's to that the substance. That's what I call him. They say he was on the HGH, but the HGH is on him. He is the substance. Better believe that dude is different, man. That guy is like.
I never understood that human growth thing that they put out about. I mean, I didn't get an understanding of it. I tried to dig deep. What was it brought up about if it was not going to be he wasn't going to get penalized for it or anything like that?
Because there was nothing conclusive. There was nothing conclusive.
So what did they find? What did they find? They found something.
Oh they just said that his what's names were up, his testosterone levels were up. But then when they ran all of the tests, there was no substance. You know what I mean? He wasn't on anything. As far as what they found, like it was inconclusive. Nah, that dude is the way they talk about this guy, like they just did the press conference the other day and they were saying he's one of them dudes where like he just lives super simple.
Yeah, like, high level of nut juice. And they was like, nah, that ain't good, Jack. You know, that ain't good. So
They said when the man wants fish, goes fishing.
What'd you say, Remo?
I got the answer. Is my background loud right now?
No.
Okay, all right. So no, they're using a jackhammer behind it. But according to what was said, his body produced high levels of testosterone that it came up on the testing as alarming. But
he got 3 balls or something?
I don't know, but his body
the substance.
No, but it was no substance. His body was naturally over.
I'm saying he is the substance. He is the substance.
I get what you're saying.
He's a mutant. Basically.
Yeah. Superhero and shit, man. He said he had too much juice.
Yo, did you hear them stories from them farm partners, man?
What do you say, Remo?
Bringing in 5 guys, and these dudes is huddling up, trying to figure out who's gonna go first. Lonnie B was talking about the first time he got hit by him when he counted over the top of his jet. He said he felt like he was taking off on an airplane.
Damn.
And people act like he can't box. Better be if can box, man.
No, he can.
He beat Kovalev twice in the amateurs. And Kovalev can box his ass off. Kovalev was outboxing Andre Ward. That's why Andre Ward had to take it inside and beat him on the inside. The dude beat Kovalev twice in the Ams. That says a lot to me about his boxing skills. And what he did with Vosdick. I don't know if y'all hip to Vosdick. Y'all remember Adonis Stevenson? This is the dude who put
that's the
Adonis
dude put him out
Stevenson
of
into a
there.
coma.
Yeah, he put him out of there, man. Yeah.
I don't know how much he took out of Vosdick. I don't know what Vosdick got left. But I'm really interested in that fight with Benavidez. If Vosdick come in 80%, 90%, we gonna see some skills.
Did you hear what Andre Durrell said about sparring Benavidez?
What do you say?
He said, you know what? When I sparred Benavidez, that's when I realized that I don't need to be in this sport no more. He said, it actually showed me why I don't need to be in this sport anymore at all, man.
Yeah, Benavidez got a motor on him, man. He got a motor on him.
Yeah,
but that's why I want to see him at 175, because you look at a lot of the guys that he fought at 168, they were like really good, but there's a couple of guys that came up. A few of them was on short notice. Like we had what's my guy's name? And he's a scrappy dude. I love him. Kyron Davis.
Yeah, I like
Kyron Davis was a smaller guy that came up. My guy Boo Boo, another one, smaller guy who came up. Was a little bit bloated. I thought the Durrell win was a good win for him, but even that was like, TKO, still on his feet. So I want to see what he looks like at 175. Like, does his punching power, does it translate? And also how he takes a punch at 175, especially from guys like Volzik, because they don't call that dude the nail for no reason. That dude can punch, man, and he can box. So he got damn good feet. He's from the Ukraine school of boxing, and them guys are really good. So I'm more excited about that than anything for David Benavidez.
I honestly think he's going to be stronger and he's going to take shots better. And it's a reason for that.
I hope so.
The only reason I say that, like an example we seen it at, someone who moved up in weight and was physically strong and took shots better was Miguel Cotto when he went to 147 because he was killing himself to make 140. I don't know if you've seen the meme of David Benavidez where when he was flexing on his muscle and they had the Michael Jackson Thriller meme and he was looking just like him. He killing himself at 168, man. That man walking around well over 200 pounds. I think he got to take a shot better. Now you are going to take shots from bigger men, but I don't think it's a huge difference as far as the type of shots you're going to be taking. Well, you know what? Let me take that back because you got some real hitters at 175. It will be a difference, but I think that extra 7 pounds that he don't have to cut is going to make up for that.
I'm hoping it does. That's why in my mind it's just to be determined. I don't know either way. I don't know if it is or if it isn't. So I'm just curious to see. And then again, like for him to be in there in his first fight at 175 with a guy like Vosnik to go from Demetrius Andre, no disrespect to my guy Boo Boo. It's me again, but to go from him to Vosnik in one fight in terms of punching power and attrition. That's a pretty big jump, man. So that acclamation too.
And skill, Vosdik can box, man. Vosdik can box, man. Yo, so when Vosdik first started fighting, his name was Vosdik. It was Vosdik, Bivol, and Beterbiev. I was a Vosdik guy. I thought he was gonna be the best one. I thought he had. Starting out, it looked like he was the best technical boxer.
Usyk was in that mix too. Usyk was in that mix too.
Oh yes. You're right. I forgot about him.
Hey, yeah,
I was never huge on Usyk though. I'm still not.
Hey, y'all, let's dial into what's happening this week for 20 real quick. Because what's today? Thursday. So we're gonna have a press conference today. And tomorrow we're going to have the weigh-in, man. And, I think that's going to be something very important, man, because, both of these cats, man, when it comes to weight, man, they're not friends to the scale. So what do y'all think about tomorrow, man? Do you think they're going to come in emaciated, or do you think they're going to be dialed in? Or I just want to get your opinion on what y'all think about these weights tomorrow, because you know Devin and them been shooting shots at Ryan, saying they don't think he's going to make weight. We all know how Devin last performance, they said he came in at 165 the day of the fight. So what do y'all think about that? Anybody jump in, you know?
Well, I'll jump in, man, because I sent that little clip to the Apple chat of
Mm-hmm.
Ryan with his shirt off. I mean, compared to a civilian, he looked like he in tip top shape. But to be making 140, he looked a little pudgy, man. He didn't look nowhere near 140 to me. He
Mm.
just didn't. Devin always makes weight, even if he got to damn near half kill himself. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna bet Devin Haney gonna make weight. Now Ryan, on the
Mm-hmm.
other hand, I don't know, man. I don't think he is. I really don't.
Why? Why you think? You just think he's far off?
He looked too pudgy. He
Mm.
looked too pudgy right now. He got a little. I got the same build as Ryan Garcia, man. Similar height, similar frame. I
Mm-hmm.
could tell, and he not. He might make the weight. Now, don't get me wrong. He might make the weight because you know
Mm-hmm.
a dude like him, he could probably shed weight fast. He's still young. He got that fast metabolism. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not a good look when you got to shed weight fast at the last minute. Sometimes you don't bounce back to your full strength when you rehydrate. And then when it comes to that weigh-in, I guarantee you they're gonna do another one of them ceremonial weigh-ins, man. That I think that I to me I think that started. What was the fight with Devin and Loma? I think when Devin was looking like he came out of a coffin,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it gives a they probably think it gives a black eye to the sport, and they don't want us to see the fighters looking like that.
Yeah, we haven't we don't see those real weigh-ins anymore when it comes to Devin, man. We get the blow up weighted one at the end of the day, you dig? So
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like
mhm.
that at all.
Right. It's be behind closed doors now, man,
It's
you know.
fake to me. These dudes come out smiling, weighing 158 pounds, get on scale, hey, 140, yeah. No, we know that's bullshit, man.
Yeah. Look. No water bottle, ain't drinking nothing.
Nothing.
That's a dead giveaway right there. Soon as they get off that scale, man, they grab that bottle, man. You dig? So when you don't see them grabbing that bottle, man, and they got way too much energy, they want to have a whole bunch of time on camera. Let me tell you something. The worst time for a media guy to get an interview is after the weigh-in. After the weigh-in, them guys do not want to speak to nobody. And if you do get them on there, they're short with you and everything, man. So yeah, we're gonna see. But I believe we have a press conference today.
Let me touch on this weight situation thing.
Okay.
Cook on it,
One,
sir. Cook on it.
Dev look a little uh like unfocused in the eyes when he came like it's affecting him a little bit, just like it did at 35. Not probably not as much and not as sunken in, but he does look like a whole different person from the beginning of this rollout, from when he was wearing that skeleton whatever outfit he had on. Two, it's best that Ryan comes into this fight on weight because there is a penalty. Ryan, Devin unveiled that yesterday that there is a penalty fee. He didn't disclose the amount, but if he does come in overweight or not on weight or whatever the case might be, there is a penalty that Ryan will have to pay to Devin on that being the case.
Question, Remo, with the
Shoot.
penalty, will the belt still be on the line, or is it just a fine type of situation if he doesn't
They didn't disclose. They
make
didn't
what?
disclose that. He was
Okay.
talking to I think it was the guys from the zone, and he was short. He
Mm-hmm.
was short about it, because his dad wasn't around. So I don't think if Bill was around, he would have even had that kind of discussion with them, honestly. But it came
Mm-hmm.
out that there is some kind of agreement to the missed weight being a penalty as far as dollar amount. He didn't disclose if it usually if the champion comes in overweight, the belt is still on the line. but the challenger is no longer on the line. That's how it usually goes, I believe, from my study.
Say that again. Repeat that.
The champion, if he comes overweight and
He loses
the
his
challenger
belt.
agrees,
He loses his
yeah,
belt.
but the challenger can still fight for it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I heard it wrong. I apologize. Yeah.
That's pretty much about. I didn't like how Ryan around the neck region still looks like a fat chick going to the
Buffet
what you call
line.
it,
Buffet line.
to the parlor to go get her tanning. Everything looks good, but it's still things and issues that they want to make perfect. He can do
Shout
as
out to
much
Coach
chatting as he
Jelly.
want. He don't look like even with the Tank situation, his jawline look more sharp and defined. Under his neck look a little, I don't know. This kid is so puzzling to me. But then the videos of him actually, working out yesterday, he looks sharp. So he's
I'm gonna tell you,
a very
a lot
interesting
of the
guy.
coaches are saying Ryan is looking very good in the workouts and everything. They're saying he's looking very sharp as well. They're saying that they're just saying that he's looking very good, and a lot of people are talking a lot of different things now, and even there's words of upset in the air. I ain't going that far, but anything is possible, especially when you got a guy that has the boo-bop bang, man.
And especially when he knows I beat you 3 times already, I could do it again. It gives you a certain kind of confidence.
But the only thing about that, the last 3 fights, Devin won all 3 of those.
Oh, so it was 3-0 and then 3-0 the other way?
Yeah, exactly. The first 3, Ryan won. The last 3, Devin won.
And this one counts, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed. So in his mind, he lost 3 consecutive times to Devin. He might tell you he won 3 times, but no, the last 3 times Devin won them fights. So, got to a point where you couldn't beat me no more.
I think Derek James is really the secret element to what this fight can really look like. Because, he could be the difference factor, like forget all the antics, just like the technique, and because Brian is the same age as Devin, if not, a year apart or something like that. But the size dimensions of each guy is real similar, reach and height, youthfulness. We haven't really seen Devin with somebody like that in front of him. Same age, same dimensions. I don't know, man. You want to say Devin looked like a master technician against most, but he had a lot of advantages against those guys as well, whether it be age, whether it be footwork, whether it be size. That was kind of like it's an even playing ground. I want to see if it looks like what it's been looking like. You could talk crazy, and he could talk crazy to Tank or whoever, because now you're giving them a clear look at what it really looked like. It don't matter what age, what size. Like, this is who I am.
Well, I think he's going to have to do what he. I think he's going to have to do what he does. As good as he ever did it, box from the outside and do it. Because if Ryan starts landing some clean shots, for every point you just said, I want to see how Devin reacts to that. I want to see how he reacts if he starts getting hit with some big clean shots from a big puncher. How do you react? You know what I'm saying? He's going to fight. I know he can fight, or is he just going to get straight bicycle, go straight defensive, go all technical, or is he going to try to get his back on the scorecard? I don't know. And is Ryan capable of that? Because again, man, Ryan, with these antics, I don't know what Ryan we're going to see. If I thought Ryan was coming in there 100%, I'd have called this fight like 55-45. But I don't expect much out of Ryan, man. I hope he surprises me.
I'm not gonna say I don't expect much out of him. I want to see if they figured a way how to develop that right hand, because the left is his money. But if he could set up the left with the right, where now he has to pick and choose which one he want to get hit with. Because he got a decent jab. That first fight that he fought with Derrick James, the jab did look good, and he showed more footwork than I never really seen him, really display. The chin was a little stuck up in the air a little bit, and we seen the West Coast shell, but in all, he stayed in range, and that power is that power, man, and it's detonated. The same guy. What I loved about that, the same guy that said he quit, he don't got what he got, and he made him take a knee and quit.
Only thing about Ryan I don't like, man, is how he responds to body shots, man. It's like when he's getting punched on, he puts his lead hand out, man, like he's trying to stop you that way. You know what I'm saying? Which is leaving him open up top, big time, man. So I know if I see it, I know Devin and his people see it, man. So that could be a good night Irene for him, man, if he don't learn how to defend his body shots a better way, because what I've been seeing looks nasty of how he defends that body shot. You seen what I'm talking about, Ant McQueen?
I did notice that too, Jay. But my thing is, for him to go play for that body work, that's gonna put him in range a little bit closer to Ryan. I don't know if you want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but if he's defending it the way that he normally defends it, man, the left hand is not the issue.
Well. In that case, in the same sense, shit, Devin been touched up too a little bit from time to time. JoJo got to him. Loma got to him, but they ain't.
Because I like Devin body work performance with Loma. I like that. He showed me a different wrinkle that I had not seen from Devin before.
Yeah, but we also seen his head getting snapped back all night when he was
exactly with less power too. I'm glad he cut that damn hair off, because the optics, the hair
looks
swung
horrible.
around the ring don't look good either.
Yeah. Bill Haney said they should have had spritz in his head or something to keep his hair stiff.
I think Ryan got to live in the mid range.
I'm really disappointed at the way that they promoted this fight, man. For real. Like no hating aside. Like this fight is really a good fight. But I think because the way that they kind of shit on Ryan prior to, and then now you're taking the fight with him, the numbers don't look the same. And then Oscar, Rolla, I'm in Brooklyn up to yesterday. I still didn't see much different promo. I know they do have like a evolving poster on the LED thing, but it's behind Amex and flight details, so it's not like a consistent. You got to wait there for like 8 to 10 minutes just to see the flyer and buy the ticket box area. I'm dead ass.
You going to the fight, Remo?
Box area. There's no poster where you buy tickets, like at the ticket booth. So I'm like, they dropped the ball on the promo. But it's going to be a good fight for as long as it lasts.
You gonna go see it live, Remo?
Fuck no. Sorry, apologize. You see them ticket prices, man?
No, they went down. They went down.
If I'm going to spend my bread right now, it's going to be going to see the Knicks. Me and wifey probably go watch the Knicks. She in the hoop too. She know her hoop. So.
Ant McQueen, you in New York? You going?
I don't know, man. One of my friends, he was talking about going. I think he actually got the ticket. He was like, "Hey, you want to go?" I mean, this was a couple of weeks ago. I was like, I don't know about spending $400 or $500 to sit all the way up top.
Word.
Well, they're 100. They're 123 now.
Oh yeah, I'm considering now, but I don't know about that. The Knicks play Saturday, so come on, man.
Wow, gotta make a decision. Are those the same fans though?
I don't know, but whoever's going to be in town in New York, one thing about the Knicks, whether they doing good or bad, MSG is a magnet for tourists. You got just as many fans as you got tourists up in MSG. You got people like you've seen Rush Hour. I always want to go to Madison Square Garden to see the Knicks play. That shit's a tourist attraction. So especially if they're in the playoffs, you can imagine that's where a majority of the attention in the city is going to be diverted to MSG. Yeah. And then not only that, but now baseball's going on. The Mets are playing good again.
Then to get the Brooklyn over there, I heard it's a little harder. You know, I don't know.
Oh yeah, because if you take in the train, man, you can go right to Port Authority. That joint go right to 34th Street. You right there.
I got a question for y'all, man. I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
If Ryan comes out off the rip, takes it to Devin, brings it straight to him, bum rush, don't let him get in his rhythm.
Like he always does.
Well, what I'm saying is, can he do that effectively, or will Devin make him look stupid if he try that?
Well, you know, they say that boxers love people like that, man. They love guys that are highly aggressive and everything. They pick them off pretty good.
Well, Ryan's faster than average.
Yeah, he is, and that's what he did with Tank. He jumped on him. He jumped on Tank in the first couple of rounds, man. You know, do Devin have enough to keep him off? It's going to be the question. Or will he be just so hopped up on adrenaline that he don't give a damn and he's just really just trying to take him out of there in that first 3 rounds?
I think Ryan is going to have to live in the mid-range. You know, we already know he can't box with Devin. We've already seen from both of them, Ryan inside game is trash. Devin inside game is average. Yeah, Devin don't got a bad inside game, but it don't compare to his outside game. Ryan gotta live in the mid range. He gotta be able to step inside of Devin's shots. Can he cut the ring off? I can't see him cutting the ring off on Devin. I can't see him doing that. The more I talk about this, the more I see Devin beating his ass.
I don't see that at all. I don't see
unless Ryan lands some big shit and put him out.
But you can't say beat his ass and then say unless, you know what I mean? Like, because the more possibility of somebody being hurt or getting hurt by somebody's punches is what you call it, is Ryan. Yes. Ryan, he could detonate some shit. And the last dude he beat, it was a body shot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say his inside game is trash, but I think if Devin doesn't make it technically buttoned up when he's with his offense and he leaves any open windows, it could get dangerous because the man got power. Tank didn't like the speed that Ryan started off with, and he kind of like tried to figure out how to neutralize that. But then the dimensions was different because, you know, punching at a shorter dude it's not natural. And then Tank gets really smaller as a fighter by, you know what I mean, changing his levels. So now with Devin, he doesn't really change levels too much either. He gets away with his legs. But he's going to be there to hit if Ryan, you know, approaches it correctly. It's just how you going to set up the shot for it to get detonated.
I've seen the comment in the chat about Africa and Lemos. Do you think this fight can play out like that?
No, I don't think so. And I don't think that Ryan necessarily has to jump all over him. And yo, Remo, you made a fantastic point, man, about the dimensions with Tank being able to get underneath shots. Then the other thing is this, you know, the lead hand control. I'm not saying that Devin doesn't have that in his arsenal, but it's not something that he necessarily utilizes the same way that Tank does. So with Tank being able to get on the inside against Ryan, it wasn't just a matter of him having power to keep Ryan off of him. It was he knew what punch he was going to throw because he was literally touching him the whole time. And then you always hear Coach Calvin in the background, keep on touching him, keep on touching him. And he's fantastic with that, man, with that lead hand control. So he's able to anticipate what's coming at him. You know, it's just being deductive. And the one thing I have noticed with Dev is that when he does try to utilize the probe, a lot of times he's not physical with it. He doesn't control things. He just kind of leaves it out there and he can get touched as he's trying to pull straight back. And with them having similar dimensions, I could also see a scenario in which he can get caught with shots on the way out, because this is not going to be a much smaller man where you could just tag him in and just hop straight back. This guy, they've got comparable height, they've got comparable arm length, and then also you got to factor in Ryan's quickness. So you got to be real careful. Yeah, Ryan's taller by about an inch or two. So I agree with Remo. Like Ryan, Dev got to be real smart. He got to be real sharp. He got to be real calculated with the way in which he disengages. So it's like, yeah, you might be able to step in and throw a punch, but guess what? As you're stepping in, you're also open for something as well. And that's why I've been saying since this fight was announced, I would implore Ryan Garcia to implement a similar strategy that Eddie Futch had Norton use against Muhammad Ali, which was a guy who had the quicker feet. He was lighter on his feet, and we know that the dude liked to box from range, one of the better jabs in the history of boxing. And then you got a guy who's the quote-unquote lesser talent in Norton, but he packed the punch, and then he was able to carry out the mission, take that jab away. Then it got to a point where now you got Muhammad Ali uncharacteristically reaching, trying to throw a right hand. Why? Because the jab wasn't as effective. And if you notice, the pad work that Derek James had Ryan using, a lot of it was catching with the rear hand, shooting the jab at the same time. So I think that that's looking like that's going to be a major key in the game plan. Is the time up. No, go ahead.
Question regard to that. So now Ryan got extremely good reflexes. When you got extremely good reflexes, it makes it easier for you to catch and parry shots, right? When you got good reflexes. However, it's not easy to do, man. It takes some time, man. It's not something average dude just learn real quick. Is that suddenly going to be effective for Ryan? Like all of a sudden he catching and parrying? I don't know.
Well, if you look at Ryan's defense, he's pretty straight up. And so he's got a decent parry game, but again, it's like we're talking about a guy who's
superb jabs he's going to be facing.
He's fought on the world level, and he's been boxing for a long time. It's not like we're talking about one of us hopping in the ring from the chat. This is probably something that he learned earlier on in his career, even as an amateur, but something that they're just refreshing him on.
I haven't really seen him employ it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I haven't seen him employ it. And then to come and employ it against, arguably one of the very best jabs in the game. This is Devin's sweet spot, is that he got that sweet jab, he got that good footwork, and his hands are fluid. From that outside range, his hands are real fluid. That's what he got. You know what I'm saying? And if you could get past that, he can be beat, but I don't know. We're going to see, man. And that's why I got to disagree. See, normally I say, I want to see strategy. I want to see a game plan. I want to see technique. In this fight, I don't. I think that's all wrong. I want to see Ryan go in there, cut him off, get to him, bring it to him, take it to him, change height. Change height, come up and down a little bit, but I just want to see him straight take it to him, man. Because I think that's his only chance. Because the way Ryan beat a lot of his opponents prior is that he overwhelms you with his speed and the power of his shots. Right? He's gonna land some shots because he throw punches and bunches, and his hands are fast as hell. And then when he lands, they hurt. So I hope Derek James don't got him getting too technical. You know what I'm saying? Like keep him doing what he does. Allow him to overwhelm his opponents. Yeah, give him some more skills. Maybe he catch some shots. I hope so. But I want to see him aggressive. I want to see him very aggressive.
I think there's a way that you can do both. Doesn't have to be one or the other.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but not against Devin. Not against someone who boxed that good though.
I want y'all to pay attention to something the night of the fight that might work in Ryan's favor, and that would be like you say, the cat-like reflex. He has really quick hands, but I think the unnatural lefty hand that he has that he could detonate is coming from. It's not a traditional left hand. It's like a whip. It's like he's throwing it from an angle that's not, it's not really taught. It's on some Roy Jones shit.
Yes.
Right? But if he's throwing that in a way where Devin's not expecting that, knowing some of the ways that Devin does pull back, and then Ryan got enough size to catch up with the the quick step back that Devin does do, and Devin does get caught wide legged at times too.
Yes.
Where his
Yes.
stance is real wide, and that could be to Ryan's benefit, because Ryan does, when he does feel as though he wants to charge, because that dude, it's not traditional. It's like he's kind of like running into you, but running in with a whipping shot, it could be a lot that just breaks the technical aspect of things.
Yes, when he throws that right hand in particular, and that's why I'm saying, like, as far as prioritizing jab defense, now it's like, okay, if the jab isn't working the way that it typically does in these close stance matchups, do you go to something else? Do you start throwing the right hand? Do you start taking more chances? And then, those chances that you take, like throwing the right hand in particular, like you already just touched on it. He goes a little bit wide leg sometimes. Quite a few times you'll see him overcommitting, and he'll be reaching with the right hand just a little bit, falling in. Those are the opportunities, and that's why I say it's like you could do a little bit of both. I don't think it's got to be one or the other. And I also think that you can be assertive while being technical as well, keeping the pressure on them, stay on them, and so on and so forth. But the main thing is making them throw something else besides the jab. Make him reach a little bit, because that's where you can have him a little bit sloppy, or where you can have him a little bit open. The tendency is like him utilizing that pre-slip, slipping to his right side a lot of times. And Dev has a great jab, but there have been times where that jab wasn't really working the way that it typically does. So I think that if a guy like Jojo Diaz, I think if he's able to take the jab away to some extent and mitigate it and make Dev have to do other things, I think that Ryan has enough talent, and I think he's got the capacity to do something similar. I'm not saying that it wins him the fight, but I think that it optimizes his chances. I don't think that just trying to press him just solely. I think you got to kind of pick your spots and mix it up.
I'm gonna look at Ryan's last fight against Duarte. Right, he came out there, he showed some patience. He was boxing a little. He showed a little bit of footwork, but against the average talent in Duarte, it really wasn't that effective. Then later in the fight, he started taking it to him, doing what he does, overwhelmed him with speed and power, man.
He was actually on the back foot when the fight changed. Duarte was coming forward, and he caught him with a shot coming in, and then that changed the fight right there. It wasn't him just stepping to him, and I thought that he did a really good job of mixing up his punch output in that fight too. Well, his punch selection, I should say. Like, he was throwing some nice short little uppercuts and things of that sort.
He's got a good shovel jab. You know what a shovel jab is, right?
Yeah.
Well, for those who don't know, Hopkins used to employ this well. This is where your hand is down by your waist, and that jab comes up.
Yeah,
it comes up. It's super hard to defend. It doesn't put you good defensively, but it's super hard to defend. And Ryan, that's one thing Ryan does well.
Well, I tell y'all what, man, it's definitely something to look forward to, man. I can't wait. We got the press conference today at 2 p.m. I'm going to do a press conference breakdown on my show tonight, but we're going to see what they talking like today. I hope it don't be as niggering as it was the last time, because that was horrible. It was too much for me to bear, so I hope it doesn't be as that bad this time, you know what I'm saying?
Don't.
But it's it's gonna be at 2
No, I was talking
p.m.
to my dog, not you, Jay. I was talking to my dog. He's about the ball.
It's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be peeking in and out of that because of my man Cash Sports comes on at that time as well. So I'm going to be double dutying at that particular time, man. But for sure, man, y'all make sure y'all check that out. Y'all check out my guy Cash Sports next at 2 o'clock. Then at 4 o'clock, we're going to see my guy, The Voice, man. The Voice, Just Do Boxing. Then I'm gonna spin the block at 8. I'm gonna do a breakdown of the press conference and what I've seen. I'm gonna pass the baton to Senior,
He gonna carry it in as anchor leg, man, and then we're gonna just do it again tomorrow, man, which is Friday. I can't believe how fast days are moving. That means tomorrow gonna be Friday night hangout. Time moves just too fast, man. I don't know where it be going. I don't believe that the days are 24 hours a day anymore. I think it's at 20 now. I think we got 20-hour days. I don't know what happened to the 24-hour days. I think they did away with it and didn't tell us nothing about it, man. But that's just my opinion. Y'all know I'm a conspiracist. You did. But burning desires, fella. We're gonna start with Ant McQueen.
Edward Vasquez is back in the ring in May, people. If I'm not mistaken, it's like May 12th or something like that. If you're not familiar, get familiar with my guy, Edward the Kid Vasquez. I'm about to be on the promo team, and that's all I got to say.
Wow. Okay. Tampa Tommy, what you got?
Yeah, I just want to shout out on Instagram, myself, Coach Tommy _fitness, best online trainer in the country. And I also want to shout out at Coach Jelly, some of the finest pad work I ever seen in my life, man. I'm out, people.
All right. The king of the casuals. Remo, what you got?
Yo. Just thanks for having me once again. You know what I mean? Great conversation for all the casuals. I am the king of the casuals. And you still have a voice amongst these hardcore degenerates. And there is some time between our next show. So if you haven't checked out Let's Talk Fashion, tap in with me. It was a great conversation. And I took my time and edited the shit out of that. So go ahead over there, man. Tap the icon that you see and go take a look. And then after that, hop in with the box story. Appreciate you, Jess. I'm out.
Peace. All right. Yes, indeed. And I want to thank the rest of the panelists, man, being in boxing news, Just Do Boxing, the Rise Podcast, All Access Senior International Cobb. Did I get everybody? I believe I did. If I forgot, please charge it to my mind, not to my heart, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate Lottie Dottie and everybody. Most important, everybody that hung out in the hangout, man. Everybody that hung out in the hangout, man. Shout out to the chat community that stayed, with the fire chatting, man. I appreciate Lottie Dottie, everybody that showed up, man, that make what the hangout is, man. It's definitely a different experience. Y'all know it is, man. Yes, indeed. And we're going to remain that way. Yeah, without a doubt. Other than that, man, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News, and I'm out of here. All right, how you turn this damn thing off? And we out.